All right, everybody, and welcome to Zelda Speedruns 3, and this is the Ocarina of Time NA weekly race. This should be a very good one. We have a brand new runner to feature today. And for today, we'll start by introducing our commentators. We have Kuiper, and we have Tomaltech.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hello.
It's going pretty good.
Yeah,
Right.
first time. No, go ahead. It's gonna be a lot of this. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say it's me and your first time doing commentary in a very long time.
It's probably been over a year, I think.
I think the last race I commentated was the actually the finals between Marco and Bono. That was the last time that I commentated, so it's been a while. But should be fun. I'm excited to watch Hell Knight and Dub, Liam, and Lola Way.
Yeah, and Lola Way is actually
I'm gonna
someone
trip on
new.
that name.
Oh yeah, Lola Way is our brand new runner, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They've done a couple of races, and we're really interested to see them now finally on their first restream. We got a few more runners left to be ready, and once we do, we'll get it started.
Yeah, I have to agree with Toxic on that one. Dub definitely wins the best file name, I think. And I think it's more so brand new for the restream than brand new altogether. From what Jason was telling us beforehand, is that this person is placed right around with the other three runners that we have on here that people know are placed in the past. So it should be a good, tight grouping, hopefully.
I just noticed that the colors of the tunics on their hashes up top are different. Like, I just noticed that. I wonder if that is going to be what their tunic colors are? Like, is that how that works?
Well, the question is, which tunic is it? Because that's...
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I guess it's not guaranteed that that's going to be the tunic that they start with. I guess we'll find out in how soon it takes us to get started.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at them, you can see that Lola has the greenish. Looks like... No, actually... No, that's a lot lighter than I thought it was when I first looked at it. I think most likely it looks like, if anybody, Liam has the right color for what it should be, which means it's probably a Goron tunic, but who knows? We'll find out when they wear one. We'll try to remember what colors they were at the time. Oh, it is the Kokiri tunic. Okay, Toxic. I mean, you usually know what's going on, so I'll trust you on this one.
Liam's chatting it up. I'm actually going to put... See, who should I have my audio on? We'll start with Hell Knight. I like to go in like a little bit of a circle.
Oh, he's the restream audio too, it looks like.
I just realized, I was like, oh, I wonder how many people are left in the race. And I realized I could just check. I could just look myself. Oh, Jason, thank you for 14 months. I believe Jason is here, which is interesting.
Oh, he's floating around here somewhere. He usually is. Thank you for the sub. Where are we anyway with that one?
Are you talking about the goal?
Oh, we're on 3. Never mind.
Oh, that's right.
We're on 3.
Oh, yeah. I just remembered. Yeah, we're on ZSR 3.
Wow, you've been subbed for 14 months on ZSR 3. That's impressive, Jason.
Well, guess what, guys? If we get 22 more subs, we get more emotes. Can you believe this channel will have more emotes?
Is there any emotes anyway?
I'm looking right now. Let's see here. It does not look like it. I mean, I guess you could just probably just use the same emotes across all the channels. So, Drunus, is that what he prefers to go by? Because we were gonna say Dub, but is Decker the preferred
nomenclature?
name? Nomenclature. That's the word I was looking for.
And is it Decker, like it's CK, or is it like Desser, like it's an S?
Oh God, that will continue to have me confused the entire time.
Oh, and there you go. That's what it was. It was the tunic. The oxygen was right.
That oxygen.
But he tends to be right and tends to make everyone else look bad. Not by trying, but just because of how well he does with being right. Alright, so what do we got?
A bow in bottom left, fire arrows in bottom right.
Nice combo. Did Decker skip Mido and the Kokiri sword just and go right for the field?
Yes. He did skip, he skipped Kokiri Forest.
Alright, let's see what's in the sword chest. Well, at least nobody has to go back for that. That's not going to cost anybody anything if they decide not to.
One of you called a dub and the other... Okay, I like that. What's up, Doctor? How you doing, man?
You're confusing it all.
Oh, we are. So we have what looks like a open grotto play for Decker. We have Liam probably going to go pick up what is inside of Mido's house. Actually, looks like everybody is going to be going down for that open grotto, despite Hell Knight and Lolaway getting that bow. I thought that once they got that bow, they were probably going to go early adult and go ahead and do adult archery. Kind of adds one more check to adult Kakariko, which is already a very dense location.
They get a nice trap for their trouble when they get down there, that open grotto. But yeah, no, I would completely see that being the thing. What you were just saying, I would seriously consider it.
I think that said 1500 horseback archery is dead. It is.
Yes. I'm gonna have to rely on you for hints because I cannot read them. They all pass them way too fast for me. Like I know like the tricks to reading them, but I just can't do it.
Got to be one of those fancy speed readers. Wait, so okay, so Dub is not going the route I thought he was gonna go, which was into Gerudo Valley. He is instead gonna go straight into Lake Hylia. I guess everybody's doing that now. I thought more people would be going with this route, going into Gerudo Valley as a child. Apparently that is not the new meta, I guess. Maybe people don't do that anymore, or...
No, not many people do that anymore. That's the, what do they call themselves? A Zoomer route? I think that's what Barrel and Raikou turned the phrase, the Zoomers.
Dude, I'm a Zoomer then!
But,
oh no!
But a lot, you do see this a lot though more recently, is people will hit the open grotto and then go straight to the owl, and it tends to bring them back just in time to get the gate go up, like you can see on Decker's screen.
I'm a filthy Zoomer, dude. I'm the oldest Zoomer in the world. I'm 27. Oldest Zoomer in the world.
I'm not gonna comment.
First Skulltula picked up by Decker, and it does seem like everyone is just going to take that route. The only reason why Liam is behind is because he checked the sword chest.
Yeah, which turned out to be nothing. It would have been good if it was something, but even if nobody else goes back for it, no one's going to get punished for it today.
I think that's such a hard thing. Even if you pass it by early, I think that's such a hard thing to just isolate the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times these days you kind of see them do it when they have like a song that can get them out of there quicker. So like Sun Song or something like that, just so they can get dropped out quicker.
Oh, well, that's a good call there. Gerudo Valley ends up being barren, as is Under Icy Waters.
Oh, that's good. That means nobody made the wrong call, at least in this group.
I totally would have made the wrong call, so it's probably why I'm on commentary and not on restream. So,
well, Raikou and Barrel or Raikaru and Barrel are top 8 in the co-op tournament, and they tend to do the Gerudo Valley route a lot.
They're top 8. They are very top 8.
Great GDQ run. If you guys haven't seen that, it's worth a watch.
Ooh, hammer!
Now that makes it all very, very tantalizing.
Really
yeah, they're
tough.
top 4 now. That's right, Toxic. They who did they beat? They beat crap, I tracked for this too. Who did they beat? Oh, there's a good hint. Forest Temple, Way of the Hero.
First Way of the Hero hint. Also, I respect Hell Knight buying 2 sticks, which is just enough to kill that skull and get across the gap to the castle. Liam is... couldn't see what he was trying to do there. I think he broke the box and then was not sure if he wanted to do something else, but they beat Lon Lon Delivery Service. That's who they beat.
Right, and that was... Floor House was a small key. That's good.
Decker does not have a stick, so he's going to elect to just push both blocks.
Which is much nicer now that you have the faster block pushing. What was it? Last week we had a 1.0 seed for the Freaky Friday, and watching people push things was just agonizing.
Can you believe that that's how we used to play?
Oh yeah, I used to watch I was watching before 1.0. Back when Pi was the one that was really getting. I mean, maybe not big one, but he was definitely one of the bigger people playing it at the beginning. He's not really playing it so much anymore, but he was definitely one of the bigger ones at the beginning.
So the fire arrows along with the bow was in Mito's house, and hammer is on slingshot, well, the child archery, basically, with the slingshot. Archery with a slingshot. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense.
Yeah, why not?
Frogs 2 is dead. So far we see 1500, Gerudo Valley is barren, Under Icy Waters, 40 Skulls, and Frogs 2 all dead. So my mic is low, apparently.
40
Here, let me...
being dead than that. It's always a good one to find that, the 40 skull one. Let's hope the 50 turns out to be the same. Well, I mean, maybe we're not hoping for 50 to turn out to be the same. They're hoping for 50 to turn out to be the same.
Right now appears to be... because they've all pretty much done the same route, outside of, you know, a couple people skipping the entirety of Kokiri Soap Forest, but...
Decker.
That's right. But Lolaway is right now the first to enter Lon Lon Ranch. See what we get here.
Sorry, we missed the song. So what was that? That's Serenade. So, you know, discount prelude. Not bad.
Can we change it to Decker Skip? I mean, if he ends up finding another bow somewhere else and never does Mito's house, maybe? But I have a hard suspicion that he will probably end up going back into Mito's house at some point. Lola having some difficult time with these chickens. Oh boy, okay. Oh, he's picked up everyone that isn't the right one. It's that one, right there, to your right. There it is. Pick that one up. Pick it up.
He's just giving up.
Oh, he's giving up. Okay, he's giving up. That's fine.
Let's see if Decker can do it better.
Quitter. I mean, sometimes you gotta know when to fold them. Chickens got the better of Lolaway that time.
Well, Decker got it first shot though, so we'll see what's happening. Just a recovery hearts, nothing big. So Liam farming money, is that why you went up there? Oh yeah, you need the coin to get into the shooting game.
Well, he's gonna walk away with that hammer, so Liam a little bit behind our other runners, but still pretty early. We're less than 10 minutes in, so.
A lot can happen before this is all over.
Saria song in Lon Lon Ranch.
Oh, good. Mito skip is a thing.
I think it's also just nice to find Saria song that early because you're not going to have some weird all dungeons for forest access crap that you're dealing with.
Yeah. I'm sure we've all done that at least once, Jen. I mean, I know I've done it once. Leaving the room before you get all the chickens.
Oh my god, that would be terrible.
It's hilarious when it happens.
I actually had a seed the other day where I walked over to Talon when he's outside of Hyrule Castle to get him to move out of the way. But I did not grab the egg from Malon. So that was fun.
Well done. How do you even do that? Doesn't she have to like give you? Doesn't she give you the egg when she moves out of the way of the thing, or do you have to talk to her again? It's been so long since I've actually.
When you go into the area, you talk to her. She gives you the egg, and then you walk over to where Talon is asleep, and you give it to him. But I just walked right past her and climbed the vines, and walked over and I was like, "Oh, I can't wake him up. So let's go do other things."
Oh, I thought when you talked to her, she moved out of the way of the vines. That's why. Okay.
It was pretty bad.
So Decker's still skipping Mido House.
I believe nobody here. We have Hammer and Bow, and no one has gone adult. Like that's actually very shocking to me.
It's like everyone's doing Child 3 song today.
We got Decker heading into Deku Tree. Oh, that's gonna be a nightmare to Decker going into Deku Tree. And I
Say that 3 fast.
I'm not even gonna try.
Alright, what was the point of the song?
Alright, well, OT, Epona.
Is that what it was?
Yep. Little scary.
Oh, no. Tannen saying it was Composure Grade was. Well, we'll see a repeat here in a second.
Yeah, did that say it? I thought it said.
Like I said, I can't read them, so I'm just guessing.
It said, oh, that is Ocarina of Time teaches Epona, is what that said.
ZL was no, excuse me. It was Serenade of Water. ZL check was Serenade of Water.
First into Deku Tree.
Skipping the hints. A lot of skipping going on that screen right there.
No
Chickens
chickens, let's go.
Alright, so the hotel clerk may only have one thing for us today. Lights in the first Deku.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
Man, Ganon was pretty lazy this scene. He was like, you know what? These are the only things in the universe that can defeat me. Stick them in this tree right outside of the protagonist's house.
Were you hoping his curse would kill the tree fast enough that he wouldn't be able to get inside?
Right, right, yeah. Just God, please kill this tree before he wakes up. Yeah, Nintendo, that's kind of what we're not hoping for.
I mean, are we playing Majora's Mask all of a sudden here? Fire arrows, light arrows, bow, all real quick succession. Oh, bottle. And the recovery art. So, 2 for 3 on the chest and the Deku Tree so far.
I'd be very surprised if Decker left this area without doing Mido's house. Like, that would be the big gamble if he comes through this area twice and does not do Deku Tree, or not do Mido's house.
And it's just all like watching the entire seed, waiting for him to actually do it if he ever does it.
Liam doing a lot of farming for rupees. It's been a tough time keeping that wallet full for Liam. Also, was that a? Never mind. I was gonna mention something about his webcam, but the restream can't see it. So, magic on 50 skulls. Oh, that would be horrible, especially with nothing on 40. Oh my god.
Magic on 50 with a late fine for the hint would be fantastic, because that would definitely like add another half hour, 45 minutes to seed.
Want us to be here all night, apparently.
Worst way is to spend the night.
That's fair. Mirror Shield.
Deku Tree paying out in spades.
I think that's where my Mirror Shield was, like, literally the other day, the seed I was talking about. I think that was the exact chest that my Mirror Shield was in.
Did you just reuse the same seed?
No. Hammer was my hammer was on 30 skulls. That seed. It was not on child shooting gallery. See what version of B1 skip Decker elects to go for. Do I get permabanned? I don't think you get permabanned. I just think we're really mad at you again.
Now watch.
We have all the arrows. We have every type of arrow. But
This is
no.
Majora's Mask scene.
Wow. Every type of arrow, but no magic to shoot them. That's kind of crazy.
Does that even happen in this game? Now, hopefully one of them, if we have to do Shadow, we'll use them on Bongo. That's always a good time.
I mean, they're on Restream. I think they have to, right? Isn't that, like, contractually obligated? Like, if you're on Restream, you have to use the ice arrows on Bongo?
I don't know, but it definitely should be.
I think everybody, at least so far, Lola and Deck are going for the more, I guess, the more traditional B1 skip.
Well, if it ain't broken, why bother trying different ways?
In before magic on Goma. Now that would be, yeah, there'd be a lot of Majora's Mask runners that would be very upset if in the first 16 minutes our runners had all three types of arrows and magic and a bow. See how Hell Knight does with his B1 skip. Pretty good first try.
Risen to Goma. Let's see how his fight goes. Does he get the one cycle? There's the one cycle. Well done. There's 3 MMR matches tomorrow for the tournament. No idea who's playing who, but there's 3 matches tomorrow for the tournament.
Oh wow, that's a packed schedule.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, Lola way, gotta be careful. He only has one Deku Nut left. Yeah, he's just gonna. Ooh,
What'd she have? I missed what she had.
I don't think there was anything of note.
Zora Sapphire for the reward, so Deku was not a medallion. Just a stick, Tannen? Okay.
Oh, tell me Decker's not doing Midos. Oh, no way!
Nope.
No way! Oh my god! Wow. That is.
I bet.
Wow.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, that's incredible.
I bet there's probably like someone else he's playing with, and they both have like an agreement not to hit Midos before a certain time frame or something. I've seen that before.
All right, you're not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this. But Kakariko's Way of the Hero.
Shocking, that one.
I am aghast. That is incredible. I've never seen that before.
Lizzie, if Decker's bow is in Mido's house, so unless he finds another one, and he finds another fire source and doesn't need the fire arrows, which are also in Mido's house, then he may get very, very punished for it, or whatnot.
I'm gonna nerf Kakariko. Can the rando devs nerf Kakariko? Can we somehow do that? I don't know if that's possible.
It's funny that even with the Kakariko Way of the Hero hint, it's still staying child and not going adult. Though I think probably we'll see some go after they check this last song.
Yeah, I think after this song, I think we're going to see 4 runners all go adult Kak with a bow, basically free explosives with that hammer. Well, I mean, Decker has the hammer, but make adult onto... Ooh, that's a good song.
Minuet, that's nice. So that's, well, I guess we already had the logical forest access anyway with Saria's, but Minuet's even nicer. Yeah, Mido skip.
That was a 50 skull hint. 50 is a heart container, so 40 and 50 both dead. A lot of the really crappy checks are already confirmed nothing.
I'm sure they're loving every minute of seeing those.
30 also dead. Holy cow.
Well, 20's the max, then unless we see 20 somewhere. It's a sometimes hit. Another Ocarina of Time opponent song hint. So Mido skip is when you do the backflip. Mido skip is when you do Sarias. Mario skip, skip, skip is when you do the backflip even though you have Sarias, which would make Mario skip, 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 skip be minuet. Is that how that works then, Doctor?
We need the tech here. We need Doc to give us the confirmed lore here.
There we go. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Liam just knocked out Goma.
I didn't get to see what this hint was on Hell Knight's screen, so we'll see. Shadow Temple Way of the Hero.
What else is new?
I unironically kind of like just knowing Shadow Temple is Way of the Hero. Like, even if Shadow ends up being a stone, like, you always have that thing in the back of your mind of like, oh, I'm probably going to have to go into Shadow for something. Like, I'd rather just know that I have to do it rather than have to guess.
Even if you don't get the hint, though, if Shadow's a stone, it's a free Way of the Hero hint. Because whenever Shadow's a stone, it's got something. Stone Shadow always finds a...
It does. Certainly does.
Really? I've never seen it actually be foolish in Mr. Nintendo. That's interesting.
Bo is never Way of the Hero. He'll be fine. Oh, he'll be totally fine. Is that a new? Is that a new group of runners where it's never do Mitos? We get the never buy a shield crowd, and now we have never do Mitos.
One's a lot more punishing than the other, though.
Although you could make the case this seed that you wouldn't have to, being that Meteor Shield is over in Deku Tree, but this would be a good case study in an actual situation where you should not buy a shield.
True enough.
I was gonna say, Decker did read those hints, right? I think he did. I think he read them before going over and doing the child song route.
Yeah, he did. He went up earlier to see them. So Recovery Heart on the Ocarina Memory game. Heart Piece for playing Sarias for the Skull Kid. So nothing really so far in the forest. Deck is going adult. Does he go to Kakariko, or does he go right to Minuet?
I think maybe you do Kakariko first, just because... Oh, we have our medallions here. Get those put up on the screen.
Nope, Shadow's a medallion.
So already what I'm thinking in my mind is that probably means either... I guess it kind of depends, but in my mind I'm looking at it, okay, either Jabu or maybe Spirit Temple are going to be my final... Like, one of those two is going to be the final dungeon I do. Just based on the fact that obviously you're going to have everything to beat Forest before you have the stuff to beat Shadow. You've already been given a free medallion. Water Temple could potentially be the last one you do, but the fact that that's blocking 3 songs and we're going to need Nocturne of Shadow to get into Shadow, kind of thinking you're probably looking at Jabu or Spirit as your final dungeon. And again, that's just how I would go about it.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, that boomerang can be very trolling, and they already have the mirror shield, so... I mean, I would make the case for Jabu probably being the last dungeon.
Ice Cavern Baron.
Boulder Destiny had nothing. Thank you, Tan.
Predicting a fire dip. Now, fire is very tempting.
Gonna go back to like Season 1 Muse, Deep Fire, Stone.
I will say, if this ends up being an all dungeon seed for Epona, this isn't awfully terrible all dungeons. I mean, you have Deku and Dodongos as 2 of your stones, and then Fire when you've already been given Hammer and a bow. That's a pretty reasonable all dungeons if that ends up being what it is.
Yeah, I mean, most people do, like we already saw, they do Deku anyway, and most people also do Dodongos because it's relatively quick and easy and almost always has something in it. So unless you find something that says foolish, you don't usually tend to do it. So man on the roof, the bloopy. Looks like we're gonna get a couple of child fishing plays here. Oh, maybe not. Looks like Liam decided not to. There he goes now. 50 rupees on the child fishing.
Nice payout, actually.
And if Liam does it, he'll be happy to see that since he's been having money troubles so far. Lola away, deciding to just farm rupees in the pot room.
Oh, I was gonna
Thank
say,
you.
I was gonna say this is worth keeping track of what Decker ends up finding inside of Kakariko, knowing that it is Way of the Hero.
Yeah. So far, nothing though. There's an ice trap in the bottom. Bolero fire on the windmill. That's situational. Depends on whether or not they can get hover boots.
Or hook shot.
I'm thinking more for the item on top of the crater, on top of the volcano, more so than the song.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're all done with all this, it gives you a nice little couple of songs to go look at.
Ah,
There we
there's
go.
Kak, Way of the Hero.
Hook shot on the hotel clerk.
Stick upgrade.
More sticks. Nope, just a single.
I wonder if there's any talk about potentially trying to make, because I remember, I can't remember how long ago it was, but when they changed double defense to look different than your normal heart container, I wonder if there's anything that they could maybe do to show the difference between just a regular Deku Stick and a Deku Stick capacity upgrade. What if there's something that they could do along those lines?
Do that with the nuts as well, maybe. I don't know, maybe like make them like a different color like they did with the double defense.
That would be nice. Because definitely, I think there's a lot of instances where I see, like, in that situation, like, you're going up into the room with the cow, right? And you look, and you see it's just a stick. It's right in front of you. So you're like, I might as well pick this up. But if it was, like, a capacity upgrade, I would pick it up almost all the time if I knew that that's what it was.
So there was a gold rupee in the shield grave, and it looks like, Doctor, your TARDIS had nothing on it, just a heart piece. And everyone's going adult, except for Liam. Though I don't see him not following that relatively soon.
Deku getting hit by Dampe once.
That's right, and they're not on Dev or Roman, so that means he's going to have to do it 2 times.
Neonius, that's actually kind of a huge deal. Like, if that ends up becoming a thing, I think that is a massive change to have an open elevator option.
So what, you don't need the hookshot to go in?
No, you would just, you'd be able to, like, find your boss key.
Oh, that, yes, okay, I follow now.
Yeah, and just go right down to the bottom of Forest. That would be very cool.
Oh, so this does have both at once. That's cool. Oh, that's right. I'm thinking horseback archery, not this one. This one's been like that for a while. Sorry, my brain's not working today.
Good, man.
Dampe's been double with 1 run for a long time now. Just
I do want to point out that we are looking at, so far, we've checked 4 song locations, and still no Zelda's Lullaby, no Nocturne of Shadow, and we guaranteed need both of those this seed, so...
Yep. Well, means Bolero could still potentially be Way of the Hero.
True. Now that hitbox on that jump slash is very forgiving.
Dampe had one of our meme percents with Stone of Agony, and then nothing.
Ooh, wait. Very
Nocturne on Minuet. How did I got it? We missed it. So there we go. There's Nocturne. So that's one of the 2.
I did miss that. Okay. I was Oh, and now we'll get to see what's on Bolero. So if this ends up being ZL, then the statement I made earlier might not be true. Nope, just Song of Time.
And they're all probably hoping that's not going to be useful anytime in this seat. There you go, that was what was on Dompe.
I think we are going to get a... Nope, we're not going to get a fire dip. I thought Decker was going to consider it. So he's just going to head into Goron City.
That second room can be hard with as little hearts as they have, especially considering he's got a heart and a quarter. Not a lot of time.
Oop, bonk. Lola Way, the first one into the maze. Get to see all three of these maze checks.
And the hint. Let's see if we get a new hint. Still missing a couple.
The bloopy. Yeah, Neonius, I'm all for making dungeons have those options. Like, I'm all for that. Ooh, bomb shoes, first explosives.
The Shadow Temple Way the hero. That's 2.
2. And a slingshot.
Slingshot. Well, that's Goemon logic. Not that anybody cares about that at all, but still. Nice to see. Oh, Decker died somewhere in the crater.
I think, what was it you mentioned, that having those hearts only 24 seconds to get through everywhere?
Let's make it hard, and there's a void out. We're seeing adult shooting finally. Oh, finally, we're, what, 32 minutes in, so I guess finally is not the right word for that, but still.
Could have done adult shooting gallery very early in this scene, but it's just a Deku nut.
There's a Deco Stick upgrade on Link to Goron.
Boy, Link the Goron looking out.
Liam having a little trouble.
Because I'm not exactly sure what Decker was trying to do in the crater.
He may have dropped down to the hole in the wall and then tried to climb back up or something and just ran out of time.
What was that way of the hero that Loloway just saw? I didn't catch it.
I missed it too. Graveyard. Okay.
Oh,
We haven't found
Graveyard.
anything yet. Can't be ZL, so...
Graveyard Way of the Hero. So we have found 4. Let's see, 4 Way of the Heroes. We've seen Shadow twice.
Are you trying to be Luigi, I know, with saying ZL someplace where it possibly can't be? Where is B anyway to tell us it's going to be an ice cavern?
I mean, it's almost... I mean, it could still be the song, depending upon what that song is. So...
It could be Requiem still. We haven't seen Requiem yet.
Requiem, it could be Song of Storms.
That would be a good one to find too. Oh, B is racing. Cool. Good luck to him. ZL on Burning Cack. That would make for some interesting water logic.
It really would. I think it would... How many checks logically... This is something I don't know. Maybe the chat can answer this. How many checks logically can you reach without ZL? Like, I know there's some skips here and there and things you can do out of logic. Ooh, Rudo's letter.
Ooh. Here's a good find.
Is it just 2 toxic? Holy cow. I thought it would be more than that. That's actually kind of crazy.
All right, Decker going into DC.
I think you play... I think you kind of, like, softly play for all dungeons here. I mean, especially because, like... I mean, there's a very good chance that if Decker went back and got his bow, he could probably get pretty far in fire. Now, it's a little scary given the fact that he's only got 3 hearts, but he can find a couple more heart containers, maybe make that play and just knock out all dungeons now and get his horse.
Yeah. That chew pack he found was the 20. That's a good find. 20 chews is always a good find.
Very good find. ZL on Prelude would be pretty nuts. Because like we were talking about, there's very little in logic you can do in Water Temple without ZL. So, we'll see.
All sorts of interesting places ZL can be right now.
Yeah, Rudo's
No.
was in the bombable wall right there. Lolaway just got it.
So Lolaway has it and Decker has it right now.
Love the bomb shoe strats. The bomb shoe strats in the bomb shoe strats in Rando are just so cool.
Did you see the new one that is set up to hit the switch from below the climb in Spirit as a child?
Yeah, the one that Rai got by accident at GDQ.
Yeah, that one. Yep.
Man, like out of anything to find by accident, like that is one of the coolest things.
Well, what was even funnier is there was a lot of us sitting in. Go ahead.
I was gonna say bomb bag. Let's say bomb bag there in DC.
Nice. And it was in a check behind a hammer, right? So could have gotten it. So that's a logical bomb bag too.
But yeah, what were you saying now?
So we were sitting in Discord, in the Suitor Discord, when they watching it, a bunch of us, and one of them went through and found the setup for it before they even finished the run.
That's crazy, man. That's so impressive. Finding them setups real quick. We'll see. Have we seen adult fishing yet? Is Hell Knight the first one to go adult fishing?
Hell Knight is the first one to do adult fishing. And that is cruel, but I like it, Lizzie. ZL on Prelude for, Dancing Darunia that have magic. That would be interesting to see. I'm sad that my favorite's already dead because we found Rudo's.
You talking about the Paradox letter?
Yeah, I love the Paradox letter. That's my favorite. That's the one I always love to see.
Paradox letter's fun. I think I've only had that happen to me once. I've seen it happen to a lot of people, but it only happened to me one time. Also, nice seam jump there by Decker. And Liam now entering Goron City in a scale. Okay, so
There's a scale.
DC's got some good items in it.
Well, it's putting it together for that burning cack Zelda's Lullaby there. Slowly peeled into pieces.
Oh, it is. Now we can get into Jabu now. Also, I love that shot that Liam had from the platform in the center where you can blow up the bomb flower if you time that correctly. Pretty cool.
It's a nice one to see when it's done right. It's funny to watch when people miss it too.
Oh, missing blowing up the kid is just the worst feeling in the world. Like you want to just quit every time you miss. Raichu? Oh, that's amazing.
I think that's kind of where people are leaning already on what they're calling that. Yeah, that's the Toxic's right.
Hell Knight, first one into Forest Temple. So this is the first Medallion dungeon that we're going to see. And it is Way of the Hero.
See how far he makes it before he's strength locked. Forest is Way of the Hero? I missed that one.
It is. I think this was the first Way of the Hero we saw a while ago. That might have been the one in, where was that? It was somewhere early. I don't remember exactly what Hintstone it was, but that was the first Way of the Hero I wrote down. Oh, Decker got a bow!
Never punished. Now, hopefully Fire Arrows isn't something he needs either.
Dude, you gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding me. What a... Wow. You talk about getting bailed out. Man, now you just hope that he never goes there. Like, now, if it gets to a point where, we're searching for 1 or 2 items left, Dekka's gonna go in Mido's house and be like, man, I could have went this whole seed and never done Mido's.
Oh, definitely mention that one. Yeah, as long as Dins isn't fire locked.
There is potential for a fire-locked Way of the Hero in the torches, because we have Graveyard Way of the Hero that we have not found anything yet.
Yeah. Lizzie, you've been throwing out things that are just as unlikely as having bow 2 and 3 locked behind bow 1. So, I mean, let's be fair here. Whatever was on King Dodongo was garbage.
I think it was an arrow, I think. So we're about 40 minutes in. I would say with that bow find, Decker is probably in the lead, even though he hasn't started a medallion dungeon like Hell Knight has, but just on sheer items.
Down goes Liam. Second victim to fall to the crater today.
Crater with only 3 hearts is kind of crappy, dude. Not fun.
Oh, yeah.
So we got some overlapping routing here. We'll see who makes the first big change, I guess, as Decker's doing adult archery that we know is nothing. Loloway making his way through Dampe, but I think so far, I mean, we talked about Bigoron, I think, is nothing. We just saw that hint from Hell Knight. But I tell you, man, I really think the all dungeons play here, once you get enough hearts to feel confident going through fire, I think you just go through fire, honestly.
Well, you got the bottle, so, I mean, you could always just grab a fairy. You got Minuet. It's a nice, easy fairy to get.
Pretty sure that hint was Bigoron was, I think it said a heart container. Either way, I don't think it was anything, but I mean, those are some pretty crappy spots. We have 1500 is nothing. Under icy waters, frogs 2, chickens, which is the worst check in the game. 30, 40, and 50 are all done. Ice Cavern is barren. Gerudo Valley is barren. Bigoron is nothing. So this is a pretty... If this ends up being a past 3 hours seed, there's going to have to be some really crappy logic that forces our runners to do some really crappy things.
Well, Liam's making that fire dip. Or, well, trying to make that fire dip. He almost made it. Hell Knight's back in forest, and Decker's following him in there.
Did Hell Knight bail on forest to just finish off checking the crater? I think that's what he did.
It looks like it, because I think he got just the first check outside and then went right back out and came back again.
See, like, right there, Hell Knight finding that boss key right there, we were talking earlier about a potential change that I think some of the people in Scrubs were talking about, where from this point, if Hell Knight would have dipped this dungeon, he doesn't even need the strength upgrade now. He could just go straight down to Phantom Ganon and fight him, which I think that would be a really unique change. Something that would be really cool, I think, and force a lot of runners to make some more critical routing decisions, but that would be very interesting to see if that ends up being implemented.
Be nice to see it just as an option too, even if it doesn't get added to anything like the open fountain type of deal.
Liam dipped himself on fire. I like that. It's a gentle way to put it.
The first time, yeah, he dropped off the wall into the thing. Oh, there we go.
That is probably the way of the hero for Forest.
That's that potential for Burning Cack to have ZL is gaining traction.
Man, that Hell Knight's probably thinking to himself, man, I have not grabbed that Skulltula off that wall from the ground in who knows how long.
Definitely been a while. Alright, I'm gonna be right back real quick.
Yeah, man. Chat, I'm all alone. What do I do? Oh no. This is awkward. I don't know how to feel. Everybody's either in forest. I think Liam's probably gonna go to Dodongo's at this point. Hell Knight now with a little bit of a lead. Interesting how Decker managed to find that bow inside of Dodongo's. Hell Knight has not gone there yet. Tell us all the stuff he can now access with that long shot. Well, he can access anything that is longer, or I guess farther away from you, that you could not access with just the hookshot. I think that's the easy way for me to answer that question. Let's take a brief moment to sell out for ZSR. We only have, if we get 22 more subscriptions this stream, we will have more emotes. More adult shooting gallery. Is longshot considered logical? Yes. Yes, it is. Our runners can now access all of Gerudo Fortress. Ocarina of Time does not teach Bolero. I don't know why the Ocarina of Time command needs updated there. It's Epona, yeah. Decker picking up his long shot.
Hell Knight doing some scrubs checks, and I'm back. Oh, there's another heart piece, or heart container rather.
I'm wondering how many hearts Hell Knight's gonna want to feel comfortable maybe dipping fire. I don't know if anybody else. I don't know if there's like a solid number that I like to shoot for. I think it's just a matter of like, okay, probably something there I could probably manage. I think it depends on if you have a bottle, which they do.
I want to say I think 6 is the number that is safe to go in there with, but I might be wrong with that, or
Another really good hint to see that is nothing is Skull Mask. Man, this is like a... And if you wanted a seed where all of the really crappy checks are not anything, this is the seed for you.
Once in a while it's nice to get a jet seed, though.
Yeah, I highly doubt Decker's going to go back to Midos unless we get into a situation where he's one item away and is just not finding anything and his way of the heroes are cleared out. Like, it's going to be a long time before we see Decker maybe even attempt to go back to Midos' house. But he is in fire.
Yeah, and he made it in fire, unlike Liam. Rip Liam. Almost made it, got to the doorway, and then burned up.
Oh, this was the hint that I missed earlier. Oh, that was the Graveyard Way, the hero hint. Okay. Really got to be careful to watch your hearts in these big mob fights in Fire Temple.
Lullaway just died in I think they were in Forest.
Probably took a jump slash from the Stalfos, I think.
I thought they were in Courtyard when they went down. So I think they maybe got hit by the Baba.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong with that, but I think that's where they were.
D-Rust seeds have been really good. And sometimes you just gotta have a good D-Rust seed, man. And you gotta move over. Cool strat here is you actually don't even need to switch back to the Master Sword to damage the Flame Dancer here. You can just continue to crouch stab with the hammer. And because of how empowered crouch stabs work in this game, it still acts as if you're stabbing him with the Master Sword despite using the hammer.
Takes him out nice and easily, at least. How not getting his stack of chews, even though he's got... Oh, no, he does not have them. Who's got the... Oh, it's Decker that has the bone bag.
Yeah, Decker's the only one, I think, that has cleared out Dodongo's Cavern. And yeah, he does take extra damage from the Master Sword as well. Yeah, if you've ever done one of these before, if this is your first time ever watching one of these Ocarina of Time randos, if you actually go into Fire Temple with the Begoron Sword equipped, make sure you unequip it before fighting the Flare Dancers, because you will do less damage.
For the boss key loop, we'll give him 2 small keys. So it gives him some play. And there's the third. So small keys, small key on small key.
Really kind of like finding a bunch of small keys early in Fire. That way I know that I'm probably going to end up with a situation that I'm gonna get more items in the middle of fire. That way I could probably bail on it, and you're not getting just kind of cookie crumbed along with your small keys. Always that chance, especially with it being a stone. We're like, okay, I found something good, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Because the last thing you want to do is find something, leave, and then be something farther on. Where was that hit? Toxic.
Decker missed that attack on the Wolfos. There we go.
Okay. Well, that's sad. So, that kills one of yours, Lizzie. Darunia's Joy is dead.
So we are still missing. Let's see here. We have 4 Way of the Heroes. We have 2 Baron hints. We have our OOT hint. Trying to think what else is left.
How many sometimes hints are there? Is it 5 as well?
I believe it's still 5.
So we saw Skull Mask. Skull Mask is... What are the always hints? Skull Mask is an always hint. Frogs 2 is an always hint.
1500? 1500 is one? 40, 50.
40, 50, 30 are all always hints. I think 1500 is a sometimes.
Bigoron is an always. I have a tracker that has... I have actually a tracker where it shows you the always and sometimes hints, like they're broken up as part of the tracker, which is good because I sometimes, and by sometimes I mean all the time, I forget what hints I've read and which ones I'm missing. I end up reading way more hint stones than I need to. So the question now is, as again, we're hitting a point where our runners are kind of overlapping each other. Are we gonna get a Lost Woods Baron? That kind of hurts, especially when a lot of our runners have checked a lot of that area. Alright, so those are our 3 Barons. Still missing 1 Way of the Hero. But what I was gonna say was, who's gonna make that call with that long shot to go over to GTG? Because as far as dungeons go, unless you want to keep going and fire, there really isn't much more progression you can make as far as dungeons go.
No, not really. I mean, you could dip the first chest in Jabu. You could do ice.
Ice is Baron.
Oh, was it Baron? I missed that one. Okay, so never mind on ice. Yeah, at the very... That feels like the play, yeah. It does feel like the play.
I think Lolaway's gonna get that. That's remote southern hint that we missed earlier. Yeah, that's Darunia.
Piece of heart. Yeah, I mean, you got logical access to it with that silver scale, so you could do domain and come down. Maybe that's what Dub's doing now. Or no, it looks like he might be doing child fishing at least first.
It looks like they're making their way over to Zora's River. They're stuck on... What are they stuck... Oh, I was gonna say, the fence wasn't loaded in from that angle. I was like, what are they stuck on? So we are... We are strength locked out of forest. We need either another scale. We have found one, but we either need another scale or iron boots for water. We're missing the boomerang for Jabu. We're missing, I don't know, about 600 other things for Shadow. And then just one more, and then wherever we find our first strength upgrade, once we find the second, we'll be able to beat Spirit once we have a way to get over there. I mean, I guess we do have, technically we have a way over there, but not a logical way over there.
Well, without the... Well, you need the lens to get over there logically, but they got the long shot, which will get them there.
Yeah, I don't think it's in the logic that I still think you need. Oh well, I guess no. You have the long shot. I'm forgetting that they have the long shot and not just the hook shot. It's so weird, like seeing a long shot this early in the seed. I'm forgetting that they have it.
Yeah. So I mean, they could get over there. I think even with the lens logic requirements, it's out of logic because there's no lens yet. But still get over there.
CAC Way of the Hero. Is that our third CAC Way of the Hero?
All right, Decker, you gonna go over the Zora? Yep, Decker's doing the Zora as the main play, while my restream decides it.
Oh, we lost you. We lost you for a second.
Oh, there we go.
Was that the second? Okay, I'm gonna trust you, Toxic. I thought I might have saw a third one, but we'll go with that's the second for right now. We also have 2 more hints. Well, actually, I guess 4, because Lola is going to be getting these 2 hints here in the river, and Decker's going to get a hint up here. Maybe he goes into the fountain? We'll see. Second? Okay, cool. Floor Master is a small key. We knew that. Skull Mask is a Purple Rupee. We also knew that. Ooh, the Goron bracelet on 10 skulls for Hell Knight.
These Clan Skulls isn't completely useless this scene.
Okay, so CAC, Way of the Hero, Hook Shot, and Strength 1.
Did well the river, or they just stop at the grotto?
As far, you mean Lolaway in the river?
Yeah, I know that I saw them get the grotto. I didn't know if they went all the way up or not.
I think Lola went up and checked the little ledge. I think it was a heart piece, and then went back down and got the grotto.
Okay. So nothing on river, it looked like.
I love the flame storage strat on the torch run here. Ooh, gonna make it. Okay, that bonk got me. Bonk got me a little nervous. And Lolaway might be making that GTG play. Certainly think, really the only thing that's gonna be where they're heading. Seed's still teaching.
Going that way, yeah.
See what the diving game. Okay, another slingshot. And Link just bashing. Link just bashing his skull.
Liam just got his bomb bag.
But he's got a bomb bag now. So bomb bag was relatively free this seed. You had an open grotto one as well as another one inside of Dodongo's when Hammer was pretty much free. So
I missed the one in the river, so it was in the open grotto. That's cool. That's a good place for it. Both of those could have been the first one. Did Lolaway not see the... No, getting skulls, okay.
Because they have 9, so this will be the 10th one. Whenever Lolaway feels like it, they can go get their strength upgrade. Ooh, the recoil strat for Hell Knight. Decker is on his way up through Zora's River. Probably going to grab some beans beforehand.
That recoil strat's always a nice one to see when it's done well.
Oh. The mini dead hands are impossible. There we go. Yeah, DC did have the scale as well, yeah. So, again, that burning CAC ZL is still on the table. I'm not gonna lie, at this point, I'm kind of gonna be a little disappointed if that's not what it is.
I don't know. I kind of still want the Ocarina. Oh, never mind. We already know what Ocarina Time is. Well, never mind. I'm shutting up.
I thought you were gonna say, man, I really want Composer Grave, ZL. Give a Luigi. Lolaway, does Lolaway not know the torch strat for fighting the? There we go. Or did the Gerudo warrior just like jump away from them?
I don't know. I missed it.
Yeah, I'm sure most of them would just use the chicken to get in, or I mean, if any of them or if all of them end up doing Dodongos, which I'm sure most of them will, they're gonna end up getting a scale anyway. So, and we have Serenade, so that just makes it even better. The other bow for Liam. So Liam will be, I believe, the let's see here. Liam's gonna be the third person to finish off the Dongos. Ooh, irons! We now have forest access.
You mean water?
I'm at water, yeah, I'm dumb. Water. Damn, dude. I'm getting tired.
Rooftop chest?
Rooftop chest, yeah. Ooh,
It's
okay.
a good find.
I mean, well, okay. You know what though? This makes sense to do this first because we can do the toilet. Unless well, no, I guess not. I guess they have to. Is it still a thing that logically you need the Zora tunic to do the toilet? Is that still a thing? I never pay attention to that.
With lesser tunic requirements, I think the only thing Zora tunic is required for is central pillow chest and water.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so Toxic's confirming that for me right there.
That's good then. Totally does not require the tunic. Nice. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we're gonna see Lolaway do.
Having a Song of Time here is helpful too. You don't have to worry about scumming keys. One key already so far off the lobby chest. That's always good. You think he's gonna just, or you think they're gonna just go for it? Or do you think they're gonna do the whole thing and then go back for it? Liam just got his strength.
If it was me, I would probably, honestly, if it was me, I'd probably do everything I could here in GTG because there's a good chance that I'm probably never coming back here. Unless I get really desperate, so I'd probably just try to do as much as I possibly could. And, you know, if there's 2 or 3 items left in the silver block room, then I'll be like, oh, okay, well, I hope those aren't anything I need.
And if he finds if they find a strength in here, then it's going to be good for some of the other people when they come, because they're only going to have that first strength from the skulls.
Back part of the maze was just 1 key and an arrow.
I don't know, Miss Nintendo. I feel like you see it more when they have the Song of Time going in there, type of thing. You know, it seems to make a little bit more sense to go that way first.
Say, isn't it technically, if you're looking for items, isn't it technically faster to do the right side first? Pretty sure I heard that somewhere. Like if you're coming in here specifically to find like just a bulk of items, I think this is like the fastest checks like per minute way to do it. I think I heard that somewhere. Maybe I'm just like misremembering things. That's, yeah, what Salty's saying, yeah. If you can't full clear right side, yeah. Alright, will the toilet be required? Basically, everything else that is largely regarded as kind of an annoying check in this seed is not required. So if the toilet ends up being required, it's probably the only thing left that, you know, most runners are kind of upset when they see it. Like this. Ooh, okay. These Iron Boot strats. Very nice by Lolaway. That was really good.
The arrow keys make that so much easier. Should make it up, no problem. Yep, 5 seconds to spare.
Yeah, all of these, oh, it was just a bow. All of these things for the Way of the Hero, Foolish, Ocarina of Time, and Skulls, all of those need to be updated. Those are from, I believe, the last seed that was done on this channel. There we go. Phoenix is hooking us up there. And then, yeah, as we mentioned, all of the skulls I guess 30, 40, and 50 on skulls are nothing. And then Ocarina of Time is on Epona. Ooh, Lolaway with a quarter of a heart.
So that'd be interesting.
Be very careful. Be very careful. Yep, they're dead.
There we go.
Style force are hard, man. Sometimes, man, especially in these type of seeds where you just aren't finding hearts.
I mean, they know where 1 is. You gotta do all dungeons to get it, but they know where 1 is.
It is true. I haven't really been paying much attention since he got in there because of Lolaway over here in GTG. I don't think Hell Knight has found anything else of note in the Forest Temple, so it looking like it's just for that long shot.
I haven't noticed anything else, and I haven't really seen his tracker update, so I think that's true.
Liam cleaning up his Forest Temple.
But we haven't really seen anything in GTG yet either.
We haven't. Might have been the wrong... I mean, I really feel like that was... If you weren't going to go and, you know, try to maybe push a little bit more into fire, well, unless you're going over there and checking that 10 skull, which obviously ends up taking you into forest, I mean, I really think this was the next best play outside of fire, given the items you had and the knowledge you had. I'll tell you what,
If
dude.
it turns out to be nothing, and still not a bad play.
That's true. Say, Doodle, your proclamation about, you know, man, every seed that I generate, magic is in a really bad spot. We don't know anything about magic yet, so we do have a Shadow Temple Way of the Hero, so there's a 100% chance magic is not going to be the last thing we find.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder what's in there. Some vanilla hover boots, maybe? That would be funny.
I'm just gonna... I don't know. I'm just gonna say probably silvers. Because I think Spirit's gonna be the last temple we can logically beat.
Silver's a boomerang, or the buff roots. All of those get a good chance for it.
Banana and Shadow. Irons were on top of the fortress. I believe Lolaway is the only one with those. We'll see if... I'm assuming Decker's gonna go up and check the chest, so... Lolaway finding nothing but keys so far.
Which makes the center, that makes the maze an interesting... Gonna have some valuable stuff in there, and tell you what's left in the 4-block room between everything else at the end.
Yeah, key count's 5. We have found 5 keys. Yeah, I definitely picked those hearts up. Whoop.
Looks like Shadow's just gonna have that long shot, and that's gonna be Shadow 4 is just gonna have that long shot, and that's gonna be it. Well, this Phantom Ganon has something. Hell Knight's low health sound.
Iron boots for Decker. All right, now this check Normally you need the hammer for this. We have the hammer, so is this potentially? Nope, just a key.
Still a good find though. 6 keys. That gets him good chance of being able to get to the center of the maze.
What are we trying to do here? Are we just walking back the other? Wait. Why is Lola going back to the? Oh, okay. Isn't save quitting faster than what Lola's doing here?
I think so. I mean, I don't know. They must have a reason in mind.
On emulation? Oh, okay. On VC, no. Okay.
Alright, okay.
Well, we have our first water temple dip, and we discussed earlier there are only 2 things logically that you can get to in this temple without Zelda's Lullaby. So it's this check and 1 more. Although I'm assuming Decker's gonna check a couple other things. See if we can find that. See if we can find that fast boss key. First check is... There it is, the boss key! Oh my goodness! Wow, instantaneous boss key.
That makes things interesting.
Oh, wow.
Is Prelude gonna be our Zelda's Lullaby? It's pointing in pretty good in that direction. Are they gonna check the other check or just kill Morpha? He's going for.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you kill Morpha and you see what that song is, and then you make your call from there. Maybe you come, because I think if it's, I mean, if you get Zelda's
GTG
Lullaby,
had nothing.
Wow.
Unless it's in the 4 block, the silver block.
His name was I Simp for something. I'm not sure what the final part was.
Gay Hyun.
Alright, so nothing left in Forest outside of the long shot. And now Decker is going to be beating Morpha. Assuming Morpha's probably just going to give us a small key. Oh, Decker letting Morpha get away. Oh, like, kill that. Oh, fighting this Tektite. This Tektite is the final boss. Okay, there we go. You know, it always feels like Morpha never gives you a hard time unless you get the fast boss key. Where is Lord Banana? A lot of people thinking that it's probably in Shadow. We also have an unaccounted for graveyard, Way of the Hero, so...
Which could still be the song. They do not have Requiem. So there's a good chance that that's in the graveyard. First bomb Chubol coming up.
Oh, Lola not... Did Lola not get their boss key first?
No, it looks like they went the other way. Up the side there. Now, if they know the logic, they'll go check the boss. But let's see if it pays off doing it this way, though, for me, either way. It's just small key.
One of those strats I was talking about where, logically, this is not something you're supposed to be able to access, but we're going to check it anyway. It's a small key. See, now with that knowledge, it's a little tempting.
Capacity, digging.
Oh, was that on Dampe Digging? The nut capacity?
Deck and nut upgrade, yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, sorry, what were you saying?
No, I was just gonna say, like, when you take that route, now that you have 2 small keys, I mean, you're looking for a boss key. You have Song of Time. I feel like that's a dangerous thing because, well, I guess they're not. They're going to end up going to get their boss key. But I was going to say, I mean, that's tempting now to go do Dark Link, isn't it? I mean, you're on the search for so many items still. You have the ability to go do it. It's faster than swimming.
Yeah, but I find most people put that Darkling check off to like one of the last checks in here.
It's interesting, the race, or I should say the seed that I did just like 2 days ago. I was racing a friend of mine who was actually in the Scrubs tournament, and one of the big reasons why I won was because Water Temple was our final dungeon, and I actually always do the strat where if I get 2 small keys in the first 3 things I check, I always go do Darklink first, and Darklink was the boss key. And he ended up doing Darklink last, and that was basically like the reason why I won.
Nice. Rank chest has not been checked. Lab dive, and that was a golden rupee. Song of Storms is the water medallion. Is the forest medallion, the prelude or light check. Interesting.
I mean, at this point, I guess you could still... Okay, you could still cross the wasteland in the hopes that ZL is chilling out over there. But as of right now, it is looking like we might have to beat 2 more dungeons before we even get access to ZL. Which could, in turn, that ZL might end up leading to another song Way of the Hero, being that we have a graveyard Way of the Hero that is unaccounted for.
Yeah.
What could it even be? I guess it could... If that is the case, I guess it could be, like, Composer Grave, like, Requiem for Childside, I guess? Like, that's the only thing I can think of.
Well, if, like Ano said, we need Lens and Magic to logically cross the wasteland. So it could also just be the chest in the Composer's Grave, unless we saw a hint for that and I just don't remember it.
I haven't seen one for it, no. And I think Nintendo's right, yeah. That's probably what it is. Second Graveyard Way of the Hero.
Could be, but it's still that check, so we won't know until they actually check them both to see.
And you know, we have to bring up, if the torches in Composer Grave is Din's Fire, that is big trouble for Decker. Big trouble. Also, shout out to Greg. Bad meme. We got our second water completion. I think the Shoot the Sun was just a red rupee, if I remember correctly, so not going to be anything for Lolaway. And now Hell Knight is the only one that's completed Forest. See if... I guess none of our other
Liam
racers
just finished Forest as well.
Oh yeah, he did just finish Forest. That's right. I'm looking at his tracker. I didn't see the red fire medallion there.
Yeah, his tracker is a little bit different from everyone else's, so it's a little bit more taking a couple seconds to figure it out.
Songs are hard. Yeah, songs are hard. What's going to be the next big play? We know GTG is nothing.
Shoe bowling's been done. I saw a Deco Shield for one check. I did not see the other one, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, nobody found anything on it.
Have another... I'm just trying to think of other areas. We still could go over and do a little bit more of fire. Could do some more... I guess we could go over to the bottom of the well if they really wanted to.
I mean, there's a few checks in there that you can do.
Chess minigame? No, we're not gonna be seeing chess minigame unless one of these guys want to go for the crazy play.
I see Cola on restream, so
Can we get Cola on restream just to do that, and then he could just leave? No strength before Requiem, please. Loloway trying to blow up the poor bombshoe lady.
well, would it be funny if Requiem and Strength are both Composer Grave?
That would be kind of funny. Like, not only is that your way to the hero, but they are right next to each other.
Hell Knight is looking at the. Is he? Oh, he just picked up a fish, so I thought he was looking at doing the Java play.
Yes, Child Rolling Goron was a Deku Nut upgrade, I believe. It's dead, where we see the Ice Cavern hint for Lola. Some bombs. So who's gonna make that next big play? Who's gonna go to another location that we haven't been to yet? We still have... How many people have not done Dodongos? I think it's only...
Can't do.
Because I think Loloway is the only one that has not done Dodongos so far. I believe so, yeah. Oh yeah, Decker is buffering. I don't know if it's on his end or... Oh, uh-oh. Did we lose Decker?
Looks like it.
Uh-oh. I don't know. Was it his stream? I'm not sure. Hopefully we get that figured out. Hopefully Decker messages someone, let him know what happened. Hopefully it's not... Hopefully it's nothing with, like, his internet or something like that, because that would be bad. Decker was in pretty good position in this seed. Decker was offline. Oh, maybe his internet cut out? Must be his internet, then, if that's the case.
Yep, I'm looking into it. Give me a second. We'll figure this out.
No problem. Gonna make the bottom of the well call. Looks like they're gonna wait for Dampe digging first. We already know is nothing. Knight is going to... Oh, Liam actually picking up the Kokiri sword there. I don't think anybody else picked up the Kokiri sword on the underwater bottle check. There's a lot of time waiting for this Dampe digging. Oh, the back of the lake hints. Oh, the hints that we never see. Amazing. Next level stuff from Hell Knight. And that's a long time that Loloway just had to wait.
Especially when we know it's nothing.
Liam is, once again, farming for rupees. That's another thing I'm gonna have to ask Liam that, like how much time do you think you spent farming for rupees this seed? I think Hell Knight checked one hint stone and not the other. Guess they just wanted to check the one closer to the bridge, I guess? Loloway gets their strength upgrade. Now, do you just push Forest here, or do you still commit to this play that is probably going to be the bottom of the well? Oh, we got Decker back.
Hey, look who's back.
Hey, that's awesome.
And refresh.
Oh, everyone's refreshing. Everybody's refreshing. There we go.
I mean, you're already a child, and it's a pain in the butt to go back and forth. So, I mean, I would say yes, but it looks like I'm wrong and he's not going to do it. Decker, on the other hand, is going to do it. So either way, we'll at least get to see the well.
I'm wondering if Lolaway is looking at it from the standpoint of, I know, well, we'll see what they go, but I'm thinking like maybe from that point you make the call of, I know Forest Temple's Way of the Hero. I now have access to Forest Temple. Maybe you just commit to going to do that?
No, I mean, they did get the long shot out of Forest already. So they could be... So who knows what they're thinking. Did they say... They may not have seen the
Did
Lost
they?
Woods is Barren check, though, either.
Maybe not. Maybe we're gonna do some Song of Storms checks. Yeah, I was going over that, making sure that Decker hadn't found anything else during that little bit of a technical problem there. It doesn't seem like they did.
Just beans.
Just beans.
Unless they did that before they went down.
Will the well be a trap?
The well's always a trap. Even when it's not a trap, it's still a trap.
Even when it's not a trap. Oh, I thought Decker was gonna fall in the hole there. Oh, there's magic! Not a trap! Not a trap! Confirmed!
Okay, so... Now they get a lens. Eldrid's gonna be getting his iron soon.
Paying attention to Lola there for a split second, because I don't think we had seen Big Rolling Goron up to that point.
Someone in chat said that we had.
Did we see Big Rolling Goron? I know we saw Child Goron, like the Goron. Not the worst place for magic. No, that's a pretty decent spot for magic. It's not awful. Cack could be double way the hero. I mean, we did find Hookshot and Strength 1 there, so completely possible that it can be double.
Hell Knight making that fight with the Gerudo God look easy.
Fire
Inside
inside the well!
Fire. So he's not punished. Skips Mido's house and doesn't get punished for it. That's hilarious. Well, that gets him the first 2 checks in Shadow, too.
And it's Way of the Hero, so maybe just go on. I mean, you're gonna do the 2 checks anyway. I feel like it doesn't hurt to just go and do it.
Well, I mean, you do them and you warp out after the second one. It's not like you're losing time. You have to walk back to the beginning pretty much anyway. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, I was just gonna say, like, I mean, you can get all the way up to the boat. And Farore's Wind! What a well! What a bottom of the well!
Still got 2 checks left that he can check, too. They can check.
Pretty insane. Now, see, now I think that Shadow dip, I think, is almost like a guarantee. Like, you're 100% dipping Shadow.
Makes the Shadow dip and the Jabu dip more beneficial. Especially since they changed it so that you can use Farore's and not have it go away when you go through time. Where is he going? He is going to water, so he might be going for that Jabu dip.
Skulls, Boomerang, check first 2 in Shadow, Wasteland, 2 big lava room, and Fire. That's it.
Logically.
Logically, yes. Man, I can't wait till we get to tell Decker, like, hey, just so you know, there was a bow and fire arrows in Mitos, so you just... Man, there's gonna be a lot more people skipping Mitos' house now.
Oh, let's hope not.
I mean...
The only time this will ever pay off for somebody is right here.
Probably. If we're being honest.
LA's gonna waste the next few minutes in Gerudo Fortress.
See, this thing that I'm wondering, like, if you're a Decker, I feel like at this point, you're gonna go back adult. And then, I feel like you have to go into Shadow. You have to dip it and see if, you know, maybe you find either your hovers in either vanilla or the chest right before the vanilla chest. And then after that, I still think you go back and do... You go back and do fire. I think you do more of fire.
Well, he didn't pick up his strength off of 10 skulls yet, so it's not like Forest is an option for him.
Can't go to Forest. Thinking maybe after he dips Shadow, if that's what he does, he's gonna go back and do the 10 skulls. I don't even know how many skulls he has. I think it says his tracker says 8. His individual tracker says 8. That we can see. I don't know if the restream can see that, but and that's exactly what the play is gonna be. He's gonna go ahead and dip Shadow. Liam is unfortunately going to be wasting a lot of time in GTG, it looks like.
Him and Hell Knight both.
Oh, as of right now, all eyes are on Decker. See if he can find anything of note in the first 2 checks of Shadow Temple. This is Way of the Hero. I don't necessarily know if I'm a fan of a Shadow Temple Way of the Hero when it's just, like, basically vanilla hovers. Like, I don't really know if I'm a fan of that. Like, I guess, yeah, you get to beat the dungeon, but sure. I was hoping that, like, this Shadow Way of the Hero was going to be something, you know, for a late-game dungeon where we can either, you know, go mode Jabu or go mode Spirit. But who knows? We'll see if we find anything.
I can still do that.
I guess that's true.
There could be more than one item in there.
Oh, we both know that this Shadow Temple Way of the Hero, unless it's right here. Okay. I was gonna say, the Shadow Temple Way of the Hero is gonna be in either the very last or second to last chest, and it will either be preceded or be after the boss key. Because the boss key is always the last thing you find here in Shadow. Magic was inside of the well, along with Din's Fire.
So, see what happens when he beats the dead hand. Alright, dead hand goes down. What do we got? It's the vanilla hover.
Man, dude, that's nuts. That's just crazy.
So what else is in Shadow, I wonder?
Probably nothing. If I had to guess, probably nothing. That would be hilarious.
Or just something else will be past the boat, so they can't even do it.
Oh yeah, we can't only progress to the boat. Oh, that hurts. Oh, and also bad RNG for Deku. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't... I mean, not having the Zelda's Lullaby, you could just drop furores inside the boat room. So, yeah, what Salty just said.
He doesn't have the strength, so I don't think he can move the block either. So he'd have to drop it there because he can't just open the shortcut either.
Forgetting that they don't have strength.
He's the only one that doesn't have it at this point. Pretty sure, at least.
With how aggressive Decker has been, kind of hoping eventually he goes over and just grabs 2 more skulls.
Oh, he'll probably get 2 more as he goes through here. I mean, there's the one with the 2 chests that's like right there in front of you. I don't see him skipping that one since it's right there.
But hear me out. What if he does?
That would be funny.
How legendary would that be?
Just add to his idiosyncrasies involved in this scene.
Importantly, will he open the patty chest? Hopefully he
Which
doesn't
one?
walk out before he opens it.
Is that the chest in this room?
Yep, right here. This is the patty chest.
There's your banana.
Alright, so anybody that was saying that Boomerang was going to be in Shadow, GG on that call. See, now that Decker has to be thinking, like, man, gotta find me a strength upgrade.
Yep.
I mean,
It's not necessarily a good find right now either for him, though, because that might lead him farther away from that strength upgrade that we know about.
true. Potentially go beat Jabu first. Yeah, it's looking like Strength 2 and ZL for Go mode. We are already 1 item away.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, yeah.
Yeah, hard required double dip Shadow, absolutely. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, we still have that scenario with where Requiem of Spirit is.
We still have that Graveyard Way of the Hero, too, so...
We do. Oh, yeah, we do. I think we're still missing a Way of the Hero location in general, too.
We still are, yes. Which means that Shadow could have been double, or Kakariko could have been double.
True. I think this is Skulltula number 9. Unless he hasn't been updating his... Well, that's just...
Oh, look at that. Who would have saw that one coming?
Happens all the time. All the time. Shadow Temple
was-
never fails. Magic locked magic. Oh, Liam dying. Oh, did he die to Phantom Ganon? What did he die? Not Phantom Ganon, I'm stupid. What did he die to?
I don't know. I've been watching the Shadow, not anything else.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what did Liam die to? Just a void out? Oh, he voided out and it took his last heart. Okay. We're still looking at Decker's screen. He's the only one in a new area. We've already found 2 Go mode. I can't believe I can't believe we had vanilla hovers, man. That's just hilarious to me.
All the things, you know, that we're in, that could be in there.
Mistimed that backflip. That should work. There we go.
I actually wonder if he's going to find anything else before he leaves.
Long shot over to the chest. Oh, did he not grab the Skulltula down below him? There's the boss key. I don't think he did.
Did he
Probably
get the
just-
chest?
Yes. Yeah, the chest he got. I have a hard time believing that's not one of the faster skulls you can get. Well, I guess he's
I mean,
gonna
you
get the one. He's gonna get the one in the pot room.
I mean, if you're already down there, you might as well just get it. It's only another room, then you just backflip right away anyway while you're waiting for that to set itself up. Well, that's a good use of the furrows. You don't have to deal with all the stupid keys in the other room.
Yeah, really nice find on the furrows in the bottom of the well.
It's been one weird seed for locations of some of these items.
Say Liam's still chilling at only 5 hearts.
It's not like anyone else really has that much more.
Decker and Loloway only have 6. Hell Knight's in the lead as far as healthiness goes.
And we use the term loosely with the 7.
Yeah, very loosely.
And all that makes fire not very palpable. That's the final wallet. Then you can just buy a Goron tunic and not even worry about it. There's this.
Key. Use furrows to warp out of here so you don't have to kill the keys. First Hallian shield.
Well, there's team never buy a shield for you. Three checks left in Shadow. What he can do?
Yes, 3 checks. And then we're likely going to see a furrows dropped right inside the room with the ship in it. And then I think from there, Decker's just going to go probably straight to Jabu. I mean, I hope for their sake they check 10 skulls, because if that's the case, then Decker's going to be, let's say, maybe... I don't exactly know how fast their Jabu and Forest clear times are going to be, but I'm going to say within, like, maybe the 2:10 mark, Decker's going to be 1 medallion. Oh, the bonk! Decker's going to be 1 medallion away.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not bad routing with the songs that he has. He could do Nocturne into the 10 skull check, into Lake for the back door into Zora's domain.
No!
Oh, there it is.
No,
wow.
No way. No way! That is insane. Decker's, I mean, that is go mode. He's not in go mode, but that is, yeah, if he checks 10 skulls, he is in go mode. Wow.
Yeah, less than 2 hours.
That is incredible. That is insane.
Let's see that after all. So who's going to go well next then?
Yeah, so, yeah, Requiem has to be what the Graveyard Way of the Hero is.
Yeah, sorry everybody. I was just about to set up a bet for Strength 2. Good timing.
I mean, you could still open the bet. Everyone's gonna win.
Do we want to bet as to where ZL is?
Well, we only have 2 options, but I mean, we could. Guess it could be Lens. Oh yeah, Lens and Sunsong Grave, maybe. Yeah. Fire was hard. Yeah, Fire ended up being really hard bait. This whole time I've been talking up Fire as a thing everyone should be doing. It ends up not being needed. Now here's the thing. When will Decker check 10 skulls?
That is a question.
He still only has 9. So, I mean, he's without a doubt have to get the 10th one here in Forest. Liam first across. Yeah, Liam's gonna be the first across. We're all gonna see.
10 skulls. He does have the 10 knees. Yeah, he got the last one in the pod room. That was his 10th.
Oh, okay. I was looking at his tracker. He hadn't updated it yet. So, yeah, he's at 10. When do you do that, though? I mean, you're probably sitting there like, okay, well, I'm going to beat Forest and Jabu before I do that. I'll say that he's probably going to beat Forest, then beat Jabu, then get the song in Kakariko, then check 10 skulls. That's probably going to be the way in which he does it.
That's probably the best routing for it at this point, yeah, since he's got the ability to do everything.
Yep. My goodness, this did end up being quite a quick jet seed, at least as far as go mode goes. A super late ZL jet seed. Very interesting.
ZL for go mode is such an interesting, an interesting way to have it come at the end. But there it is.
Ever punished for skipping Mito's house.
And that's the best part of the whole thing. He skips Mito House and somehow it ends up paying off for him. Too funny.
I think Liam is a little lost. Trying to see those poles at night is unironically kind of hard. Especially when, like, if you're playing, I guess it depends, I don't know what monitor setup he has, but if you have, like, an older monitor, like, I play on, whenever I do one of these, I'm playing usually on my laptop, and my laptop screen I don't know if it's something with the screen, but it can be pretty difficult to see sometimes.
Yeah, I always have
Where is ZL? Burning Cack or Desert Colossus? We gotta get in quick because Liam is about to check Desert Colossus. So if you want to get your vote in on where ZL is.
We are about to see it. What else could be out here? I mean, we know that Prelude is in Ice because Ice is barren. So it has to be Prelude since we have Serenade. We know Epona's, so it's Sun's Requiem or ZL. And oh yeah, he missed the setup for it or whatnot, and it's back to the beginning of the desert.
He got far enough, Liam did, to spawn the levers. I don't know if maybe one of them hit him and knocked him off his trajectory. Couldn't really tell what was happening there. Got so hard to see those flags. Normally, when it's this dark, you can do a quick spin, and they light up a little bit, but he doesn't have magic, so he can't even do that.
He's trying to use the nuts for the same sort of effect, but it's not getting them anywhere.
I don't think it is. He's close. Close to that structure. Where is it? Oh, he got lost again. It is deceivably difficult.
At what point do you just cut your losses, though?
I think at this point you're so desperate for Zelda's Lullaby, I think you just keep doing it until you get it. I mean, you're at a 50-50 chance that this ends up being ZL, so...
Well, he hasn't finished Water yet, so he doesn't know if it's on Prelude or not, either.
Oh, that's right. Long shot from one flag to the other? Can you do that? I've never, ever once shot one of the flags with a hook shot or long shot. I've never once done that. Yo, nice percentage, by the way, on Burning Cack. You're all a bunch of memers. I know you guys planned that. Like, all right, we have 16 people that are going to vote. How many need to vote to make it 69%?
If it's even possible to get it with the known people you have voting.
Check in. I think this is where he got messed up last time. Liam did. I think he's good now. Yeah, you just sidewalk.
They're the lead, so it's a good sign.
Yep, he's got it. He's got it. That was a very unique strategy for Lensless Wasteland. I've never seen that before.
I mean, there's like 5 or 6 of them, at least, that I've seen, so just add it to the list. Seems to be quite a few of them.
Neonius, I think it's got to be like almost like a frame perfect thing, right? I would imagine it's pretty damn close.
No.
Oh,
So there's the Sun Song.
All right, well, I think that
So
confirms it.
Does he go and check Sungrave?
I would.
It's a good actor.
100%. I would 100%.
Oh, we got a stone that we haven't seen yet.
Force Temple Way the hero.
Is that our third? No, because it can't be. Force didn't have 2 items. Never mind.
Got to be the second. Yep. Lullaby is on Burning Cack. You see, Hell Knight's doing that strategy that we saw mentioned earlier, where if you hold B, I guess for a split second, the area lights up. All right, who will be the next? Follow up with Decker, because I mean Decker is in. I mean, I'm gonna make a pretty safe wager that Decker's probably gonna be the winner as far as the restream goes. Not sure if there's anybody else out there that maybe has routed this a little bit better than he has, but Decker is in a fast track to take first place in this restream.
Yeah, it's going to come down to remembering to check those 10 skulls.
What it's gonna come down to. I mean, there's no way he doesn't check it after getting Zelda's Lullaby and Burning Cack, right? Like, there's no way.
And if he just straight up forgets about it, that's the only way that he could. Hopefully he doesn't. Stranger things have happened. 10 skulls is a strength. That's where the everyone else's strength is from. His strength he found in Shadow. It was in the room right before the boat, in the bombable part.
Decker is already the winner for not doing Mito's house. The spiritual winner.
Let's just hope he does Shadow with ice arrows, so that way he really gets it going for the memes.
Anyway, I think it's contractually obligated. I think you have to. Oh, look at Hell Knight. Okay, so Hell Knight, we're seeing Hell Knight's webcam, and Hell Knight is not thrilled about finding Sunsong out there in the desert.
Because he knows.
Yep, he knows. Hell Knight's thinking.
Liam is in fire.
He's in fire.
Does he know that? He's got his long shot, right? Yeah, and he's got his irons. He just doesn't want to do water, I guess.
Doesn't want to do water without Zelda's Lullaby.
It's gonna probably hurt him in the long run.
That low percentage chance, even though we know that that is actually the correct thing to do. What a jet seed, man. Like, nothing in fire, instantaneous boss key in water. Basically triple Way of the Hero Shadow.
Shadow being packed. Who would have seen that one coming? Just surprised it wasn't a stone more than it had stuff in it. Ring was in Shadow. It was
The visible chest in the spinning blade room.
and I think it was a single chest on the other side from the blade room.
Okay. I know it was close to a blade. All I know is it was close to a blade room.
Yeah, I think it was across from the invisible blade room. It was in the other room there by the where the BMOS has the 4-way. I think that's where it was. All right. So what is on Sunsong Grave?
I'll laugh really hard if it's another strength upgrade.
That would be funny. No, just our ones.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm gonna laugh really hard. Okay, so it has to be. It's got to be for Requiem, right? It's got to be some goofy key logic stuff.
The key logic or the boss key on child's side. So that's a real question. Does he do Jabu and then go and get the the composer grave as a child, so he can get that and go check Spirit to the child.
Our good friend, Spirit Temple Key Logic. Everyone's favorite.
Such a headache. I think the only person that really understands it is Toxic.
Toxic, Rob Dog. I don't even think the devs understand it. Heart container. Hell Knight going into the bottom of the well. Yeah, these other 3 runners that are not Decker are kind of starting to scramble right now a little bit, trying to find these progression items.
Hell Knight will find it and be really well off, actually.
Yep, he will.
Since he's already got that strength 1.
Find a couple.
Actually, if he dips Shadow right after doing the well, that'll put him pretty much in go mode, except for ZL.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's a good point. We're talking like Decker's just kind of got this as a runaway, but yeah, you're right. If Hell Knight immediately goes to Shadow after getting all of this, basically like the Shadow Temple entry kit, he could find his Din's Fire. He is going in a different order than Decker did. Going left side first from the entryway. Getting that check first. Yeah, he's going the exact, not the exact, was on.
Magic was the bomb on the other side of where he's right now. So if you go farther towards where you use ZL, there's that offshoot to the left with the bomb thing there. That's where it was.
Okay. Yeah, hovers are vanilla, yeah.
Hell Knight, what are you doing?
Oh, don't tell me he's leaving. Oh, okay. Probably just gonna go ahead and go along the right side path now. Unfortunately, the optimal thing there would have been to walk out and then get that bombable guts check. He would have found that magic. Now, that's gonna be the interesting thing. If Hell Knight finds magic on top of Din's Fire, I think it gets really tempting to leave, but because we know Furores is in here, it's actually better to continue to clear it, find that Furores, drop that in Shadow.
Well, he's still missing so much stuff. I mean, of all the items that were in Shadow, so he may still keep going. You might as well check everything while you're here.
All right, Decker gonna be going into Jabu. How long? Basically, Decker's stream is gonna become all right, he's in Kakariko, he's getting the song. Does he check skulls?
Pretty much. And that's what it's going to come down to, because Hell Knight's going to keep going. He's going to get his Furores, which is good. I mean, it's not required, but certainly helpful.
Interesting route through the bottom of the well. I think I've ever seen it done this way before. Everyone kind of has their way of going through these areas. I gotta do those basement checks.
Yeah, that's what we figure he's going to do, Phoenix, is he'll check the skull check when he gets into this, because he's already there. Just to hope is that he doesn't forget about it altogether.
I want to throw that Deku Nut to preserve the Deku Shield. There's Furores. Double
Liam.
Double defense and fire.
Where's X? Oh, there we go. VX did it for.
There it is. Man, I'm glad that that's a thing now. I'm glad that that's what we call it.
Certainly one of the better naming conventions.
Gore titties.
It's a terrible mental image right there.
Oh, no. Oh, that's just awful. Oh, Liam found silvers and fire. No way. The other strength upgrades in fire.
Oh boy.
That is... Wow. Okay. That's very interesting now.
He'll get his strength 3 when he gets the shadow.
Yeah. But I mean, he could
Happy 2
potentially
hours,
beat,
everyone.
he could beat Spirit before he beats Shadow. Potentially. We'll see. We'll see where the keys are.
Well, he has to cross the wasteland on foot if he wants to.
Oh, no. Liam
Oh,
dropped
that's
down.
ouch.
I think he pulled the bomb out a little too early. He was trying to pull the bomb out prematurely.
It definitely locked the one in Fire Temple.
Strength on 10 had to lock the other 2 strengths logically. Did they now? Like,
In the one Shadow Temple, I'm trying to think. Let's see. Storms was on. Water check. No, I don't think that's the one in Shadow is necessarily locked behind strength. Yeah, gotta
nah,
lock in fire to get to that one. But the other one, yeah, I don't think it was.
yeah, the strength in Shadow was not strength locked. Because we could have gotten everything to get into Shadow and to get up to that point without a strength upgrade.
But yeah, the block logically needed to be pushed in fire
Well,
to get.
yeah.
So the one fire was. Oh, Hell Knight went in chat, doing the first check in Jabu. At least with Feroz, it won't hurt him.
I'm wondering if it's actually technically, like, if you're gonna dip into Jabu, I wonder if that's just, like, objectively... I mean, it's obviously faster than having to walk all the way back here, but... Decker brought Rudo into the boomerang room and then chucked her to the door.
Huh. I mean, I've seen people do the bubble room with Rudo. That's always a funny to watch.
That's where they use her to pop all the bubbles. I've seen that before.
Yeah, it's always a funny one to see. And she is the best weapon in Jabu. Well, hopefully once he does the Jabu, he'll go adult and do Shadow.
Oh, okay. So, VXR, you're saying that the strength upgrades couldn't have been the thing that the Way of the Heroes were talking about.
Right, that makes sense. So
Okay.
then the hook shot in Cack is the Way of the Hero item. And the hover boots and the boomerang were both Way of the Hero items that were found in Shadow. So Shadow could have been a double Way of the Hero still. So most likely that's probably what it was, since we never did find that last one. Oh yeah, also good point. ZL is Way of the Hero, so Cat could still be the other double Way of the Hero. So they could both be Way of the Heroes.
Man, I'm not even thinking about that. For some reason, my brain is always like, I don't include the Burning Cack song check as a Way of the Hero for Kakariko for some reason. I mean, is that the thing that you're using? Or are you just, like, using her, like, her head to just destroy things? I guess it's bottom of the wall for Way of the Hero. I'm hoping
we would have seen something for bottom. No, because it couldn't be. Because I think the way that the hint distribution is set up is you can't have more than 2 dungeons hinted as Way of the Hero.
something interesting that we could be on the watch for is Decker has 14 skulls. And I'm wondering if he's going to be tempted to put off checking the Skulltula house until he gets 20.
That would be bad.
Yeah, that would be very, very bad.
Unless he gets ZL and goes right into fire, in which case only kind of hurts him.
Well, how many more can he get in Shadow? 1, 2 if he does the other pot room, which would put him at 16. There's no way. There's no way he's gonna not check it after he beats this dungeon. There's just no way. There's no way.
Unless he just straight up forgets about it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a limited 2 on the... yeah, VXR is confirming that. It's a limited 2 on the Way of the Heroes for dungeons. I think for Foolish Hints, it can only be 1 dungeon for Foolish Hints, too, so... Unless that's changed, and I'm wrong.
Was Decker known for, like, not doing skulls? Like, is that a thing?
It wouldn't be the only one, Rikaru.
Also, I just want to bring up another point. Decker still only has 6 hearts. Like, 6 hearts this deep into a seed with this many dungeons beaten is kind of insane. You can't judge his movement.
That's a good point, Tan. So most likely then it's probably his CAC as the double Way of the Hero. So that's probably what it is then. His CAC is double Way of the Hero. Which, not surprising. CAC always has something, it feels like.
Really? So if a dungeon is double Way of the Hero, that's the only dungeon that can be Way of the Hero. Okay, I did not know that. I just thought you could have 2 dungeons no matter what. Yeah, just open all the item checks. I know for a fact that one of the checks that he didn't get in Mitos was a heart piece, so... Baronade, throw the boomerang, throw Deku Nut, wait a little bit, throw the boomerang, oh, a little too early. Decker just a little too quick on that second boomerang throw.
Yeah. Baronade is a very nice fight to see when it's done well, and it can get really painful though if you mess something up.
We're not allowed to make fun of Decker's movement. He skipped Mito's house. If he jumps into the interview, we'll be like, "Wow, your execution was just flawless. No mistakes. No mistakes at all." Like, what are you talking about? I messed up Baronade. Nope, no mistakes at all. It was perfect. Absolutely flawless.
Mito's house had a bow and fire arrows.
Okay, Decker got to be a little careful here. Five people have forfeited. Interesting.
Well, it happens sometimes. At least you stopped out of that. Felt bad enough about to drop out.
Alright, we are gonna be seeing ZL from Decker, and basically from that point forward, if he checks 10 skulls, this race is very likely over. And Lolaway now in the bottom of the well, picking up their Din's Fire.
Hopefully they stay after they get magic.
Liam is fully committed to beating fire.
How far up did he go? I kind of stopped paying attention.
I think he stopped. I'm not sure. I don't think he went deep fire. I'm pretty sure he stopped like right after Pierre, or right before, right after. Yeah, I think he went to the. Oh, did he go all the way to the top? Oh wow, he went all the way to the top. Wow. Does he have a fairy? Because I don't think he's gonna make it. Oh, he did hammer chest. Okay. Does he have a fairy? I'm assuming he has a fairy. Okay, he has a fairy. All right. Decker just chilling on 3/4 of a heart. Does he not have a low heart sound? I don't hear one. Lolaway getting their magic. So now everybody but Liam has magic. And Din's fire.
But Liam's the only one with strength 2 at the moment.
True. All right. Get this Zelda's Lullaby. If I had to guess, it's going to be get Zelda's Lullaby, check the Skulltula house, come in back into the graveyard, figure out what the heck is inside of Composer Grave. Which at this point I think has to be Requiem of Spirit. And this is Zelda's Lullaby.
Yeah, it has to be Requiem at this point, since we know that Suns is out there, and we know that Prelude is in water. Nice.
Yep.
So, there it is. Zelda's Lullaby on Burning Kakariko. That's a meme in itself.
No, Decker. Oh boy.
Well, he may still do it on the way out.
Okay, I'm just getting a little nervous. Oh, what if he doesn't? What if he doesn't do it? Oh no. Oh, what if he doesn't do it? I'm so nervous.
Oh, we all sit here with bated breath to see what he does next after he goes down in there. Hell Knight making the shadow play.
He'll be able to get all the way up to the boat as well. Be careful with these keys. Only 3/4 of a heart. Actually, is he gonna be able to hop through the the blue smoke stuff without dying?
No, he's gonna have to do it the old way and go to the left and hug the wall.
Oh, there's a heart on the ground back behind him. Oh wow, bailed out. Never punished. Never punished. Never ever punished.
Oh yeah, that's what we're thinking. If he doesn't do that, he'll probably go fire and find the fire strength first.
There it is.
There's his Requiem.
Okay. Do you play Requiem immediately? I think he's going to.
He may play Nocturne. He's playing Nocturne. Maybe he'll check it after he finishes Shadow Temple. There's still a chance. I mean, he's gonna end up right on that pad right there after Shadow Temple.
Wait, he has. Oh, he's gonna play. He's gonna play for Wars when he walks in. Yeah. Right.
Play Roars.
Play for Roars. Yeah, I mean you play for Roars. Yeah, it's a warp. It's a warp. You know.
I guess that works. Yeah. All right. I'll give you it.
Yeah, play for Roars. Yeah. Just like you play the bow and you play the boomerang, stuff like that. Interesting that he's not getting the skull up on the wall.
He didn't really pick up any of the ones in the forest either when he was going through.
He didn't.
He may have just completely written skulls off.
You sure? I mean, I sure hope not.
We all hope not at this point, but he might have.
I saw a strat where if you kill that first Stalfos fast enough, and then you walk to the edge of the ship and look down at the wheel, this second Stalfos won't spawn. And I thought that was really cool. Not that it really
That's
it doesn't save any time. It's just like a cool thing. Like, oh, I don't have to fight the second Stalfos.
I like the one where you stand at the back of the ship and they just walk off the sides of the ship.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my favorite thing to do to them.
Have we seen Bosky yet? I don't think we have.
I would assume not, because 9 times out of 10, the boss key in Shadow is in this maze.
That and the small key. One or the other usually. More often than not both, like today it seems.
I was gonna say, like, first of all, shout out to Liam for pinning Morpha against the entry door and not the corner.
We get the quick strat?
Yeah.
That's always something nice to see when you can just when you see them walk in the door, snag the whatever you want to call that thing, and just destroy it right away.
That was really nicely done. Yo, there's the lens of truth.
Lens.
Oh,
So
that's funny. Oh my god.
You don't even really need it though, since you can just Requiem cry at this point.
Just laughing at Hell Knight's reaction to finding the boomerang. He just like looked over at his tracker to click the boomerang like, are you kidding me?
His strength reaction is going to be even better. You're not going to find strength here, Decker. Yeah, that's what
And Hell Knight both in Shadow at the same time.
And another bomb bag.
Oh, wait. So we did find boss key.
Yeah. Ada said that we found the boss key somewhere before now.
Oh, so Decker must have just checked that last check by, like, just muscle memory then. There's no reason for them to check it.
Well, he's still looking for that last strength. He doesn't know where
he is. He is. Oh, that feels bad. That feels really bad. Bomb lock bomb bag.
Liam's just like, yep, of course, it's Song of Storms on. He's laughing about it, but yeah.
Well, I mean, he's probably going bottom of the well now, so there'll be a lot more progression for Liam.
Well, that's where he needs to go, and hopefully he just follows the other ones into Shadow.
Choir double dip Shadow though. It's just not fun.
We're not getting ice arrow strats out of Decker. That's sad.
He's disqualified. Decker's disqualified. Sorry guys. We know he skipped Mito's house, but he didn't use ice arrows on Bongo. It's over. It's over for Decker.
Hell Knight finding his other magic. And down goes Bongo.
Unforgivable. Oh, Liam is picking up the Ocarina of Time thinking that, well, he's going to get Epona. He knows this is Epona.
He should at least. We've seen the two. We've seen both hints for it. Pretty sure he saw at least one of them.
I am going to mute while I sneeze.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. Alright, Decker with 5 medallions.
Alright, Decker. Make the right play.
Oh. Oh, Lola's bailing before Rang. Oh no!
This is a good sign. He's not just warping away.
I think this is the play. I think we're gonna have our first go mode.
There was the ball.
There it is.
Alright, good job, Decker. Making the right calls.
Go mode
And
for Decker.
Now,
Now-
how is your key logic gonna come bite us in the butt this seed?
I was about to say we're gonna find out whether or not Decker might just be the winner outright in the seed. I think the only thing that Decker did that was I'm trying to think, like, what did he do that was unrequired? I think did Decker go through GTG? I think he did.
I think he did. I think he was the first one who did.
Yeah, so that was kind of a way. That was really the only spot that he, I guess you could say, wasted time in. Maybe Dodongos?
I think he dipped the first little bit of fire too. At least
Yeah.
the Bosky loop in the first go run.
Why is everyone doing Target in the Woods? Because they're desperate, man. They need their items.
Well, Lost Woods is barren though, and I know at least
Oh, yeah.
2 of them. They must have forgotten it. Oh, there's, what is that? It's 4 out of 5 for meme percent then, with Greg being found.
What are we missing for meme percent?
Winter Heart Piece, I think. Is that what we're missing?
Yeah, we have not. Yeah, you're correct. That's the one thing we haven't found.
No, so we get the rest of it. All right, so we have a key on Adult Spirit, so that's a good sign. Now the question is, will this boss key be somewhere we can find it, or is it something on Child?
We did not find Nehru's Love.
Was Winners and Mitos? I don't remember seeing. I know there was. Maybe. Well, it's been so long at this point.
Really bad at keeping track of finding the winner heart piece whenever I do commentary, especially when it's early. I like totally forget about it. Like, I pop off when we find it, and then like 20 minutes later I'm like, did we find the winner heart piece? I don't remember.
So maybe it's not Nehru's Love that we're missing then for meme percent. And judging by the way the seed is set up, it's probably in the bottom of the well.
Couple more small keys and a boss key. No keys there. I mean, even if we end up having to do Child Spirit, it's not. I don't think it's gonna take that long.
Oh, he'll do everything but the 2 checks he can't do.
Right. Thank you, Phoenix, for the verification that we have not found the winner heart piece.
I know somebody posted 3 out of 5 in the meme percent at one point during this. That's why I was thinking we were at 4 if we just found Greg.
I thought we found Greg a while ago. Somebody found Greg. Because we've definitely seen the Stone of Agony. We've seen Greg.
Okay, so 3 out of 5 is when we hit Greg. So we haven't seen Naru's.
Or the winner heart piece.
He just needs keys.
Yep,
So
that's
he's
it.
looking for the boss key, and he needs.
That's
I think
it.
that's all the small keys that he needs there. So I think he just needs the boss key now. So it's all down to where is that boss key? So the real race right now is actually between Lola and Hell Knight.
That is true. Yeah.
And they both, looks like they both bailed before finding their strength 2 in Shadow as well, so they'll find it when they go back, but Zora Tunic and Jabu. Did Decker get that? He must have gotten that.
Trying to think if Deku did. I'm like, how many checks did he even open in job? I think he was still looking for the silver gauntlet, so he had to have opened everything.
Yeah, I think so. So we must have missed it.
Liam finally found
Big Poe in a bottle.
Yeah, 2 Poes in spirit, yeah. Decker did not do... I'm assuming what he's probably going to do is lower the platform, melt off the face, and then do the 2... the flame check, and then the 2 iron knuckle checks.
Makes sense.
It is Spirit Temple, that is true. Alright, Liam finding his Shadow Temple entry kit here in the bottom of the well. Love that strat by Loloe on the Octorok.
What'd they do? I didn't look.
Where you kind of sneak by him, where you hug the wall and he goes by you, and then you just like turn around super quick and do a quick jump slash and hit him as he's going around.
Nice.
Alright, melt off the face. For any new Ocarina of Time rando players, make sure, if you plan on leaving the Spirit Temple, melt that face off, because if you don't... Decker, you don't have the boss... I was gonna say, Decker, you don't have the boss key.
Well, they realized it in the end.
There you go. Make sure you melt that face off, because if you don't and you leave, you have to go all the way back up and lower the platform again. Decker, I think I was gonna say you might just want to reposition a little bit.
There he goes. So he's got 6 checks left on this before he has to go back, child.
You did not know that, Mr. Nintendo? Yeah, that's the thing. Technically, I guess melting the face off is what counts as opening the door, basically. Or it basically, like, puts the, sounds like something Joker might say.
I don't know. Something to do with Spirit being weird.
Spirit Temple is weird. Spirit Temple is very weird. That's what it is, yeah, because the mirrors reset. That's the actual reason why.
It's a good movie.
I want to take his face off.
The old Nicolas Cage, John Travolta movie.
Oh god. Small key. Boy.
Down, he's got 3 left. Be right back a second.
Chat, we're alone again. We're alone again. All right, chat, what do you want to talk about? What would you like to talk about right now? Anything on your guys' mind? Anything you want to get off your chest? I did not mean to say chest as a pun, that Decker was opening a chest. I didn't mean for that to happen. Talk about how this boss key is in child. I mean... yeah, probably. Oh, it's your birthday? Happy birthday! A happy birthday. Salty, it is quite the lovely weather we are having. It feels birthday, man. Yo, Mario 3D All-Stars. Yo, what's up, Sithin? How you doing, man? That feeling when Nintendo lets you borrow all of their favorite games, but they kind of need them back after you're done. Marco finishing in first with a 2:29.53. Man, Marco won. Unbelievable. What an underdog story. Nah, Marco's the man. GG, Marco. And the boss key is on Child's side. Not sure if any of our runners here have the race channel open.
Alright,
Cola, we had our welcome back. We had our first and second place finishes.
and Marco, cool.
Man, Cola was only, what is that, 48 seconds behind? Yeah, Cola got sniped. That is really close. 48 seconds apart.
Good on both of them for getting it. So let's see where Decker comes in. So Child Spirit has the boss key, huh?
100%. It certainly does. If Decker can play the song, there we go. Bombs on light arrow cutscene. That's always fun.
Alright, so Wallaway getting their ZL, which I believe puts. Nope, they still need the strength.
I just realized that Lolaway's actually using the tracker that I was talking about, the one that I've started to use, where I have the 5 sometimes hints up on the screen, along with all of the always hints with Skull Mask, Bigoron, 30, 40, 50, Frogs 2, OOT.
That's helpful.
It's really, really cool. I'm a big fan of it.
Liam just got his hover boots.
Okay, I have not seen that bomb shoe strap before. That looks a way lot easier than dropping it down and back up. There's the boss key.
The boss key. What do you do? The back wall up and over?
Yeah.
I think I won. We got a third place finisher, Conditioner, at 2:32.57.
Boy Decker here get top 10. Pretty good position to do so. All he's got to do is go back to Spirit and beat Twin Rova, go up and kill the pig.
He's got a very good shot at it.
Now, Hell Knight...
Hell Knight and Lolaway aren't far behind him.
That is true. They're going to be... interesting. Lolaway actually going into Shadow... or heading over here to get the Requiem of Spirit song check. We know that's going to be Sun Song.
Still looking for that strength.
That's why I'm thinking Lola may just go back to the graveyard and see if the Sun Song Grave ends up having that strength upgrade.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, required going into water, bottom of the well, and shadow without ZL. It's pretty crazy.
It's been an interesting jet seed. Definitely an interesting jet seed.
Yeah, Kokiri Sword in Lake Hylia. I think the only one that picked it up was Liam, I think.
And we never saw a bigger run, so it's probably in Ganon's castle.
Ooh, Hell Knight actually going and checking the skull, so he's gonna be getting his silvers.
No, his single is from this.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
missing
thinking,
the one in Shadow.
yeah, I'm thinking he went to fire, and he didn't get that one in fire. The only thing required for Skulltulas was 10.
It's not bad at all.
Lost 6 minutes at the end to a massive death plus S&Q debacle. Ooh.
That's an ouch.
That sucks. Lost 6 minutes. I mean, that basically means... Oh, I think that means Conditioner might have just flat out won. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, he would have. Keyrox comes in fourth with 235.32 for his time. GG to Keyrox.
They're still trying to get that top 10.
And on to the RNG boss. Algatua in fifth with 236 even.
Oh, save! He had a save and quit. Yeah. So what happened?
Ouch.
Yeah. So what happened, Conditioner?
He just said it. Spirit Temple boss key warped back and went adult.
There it is.
Ferroy wins back to Spirit, died to Rova. Reset to use Ferroy's win again. We forgot to save the big key from Child's side.
Oh,
That's painful.
Oh my god. I mean, Conditioner, honestly, like, despite that happening, finishing third is still really, really impressive.
Marco has plot armor.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably true.
I like this strat from Decker for Twin Rova.
You know, this is the most common sense. Also, Master Alex finishing in 6th place. This is like the most common sense thing I've ever seen for this fight. I've never done this before. This makes so much sense. Just use the other platforms to get a better like angle on them. Wow, it's kind of embarrassing.
It seemed to work for him pretty well. He still missed one, but it still seemed to work pretty well.
So I think Hell Knight must have picked up silvers and not updated them on his tracker, I think.
Unless he stopped checking things in Shadow, he had to have. And it looks like he's wearing them, so yeah, he definitely got them.
Yeah, he definitely has them. He just didn't mark them on his own tracker. So it's looking like Hell Knight is going to be probably our 2nd place finisher. We'll see how the rest of his execution goes. And then it comes down to just Lola and Liam. It makes so much sense we never bother. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So nice Twin Rova fight by Decker. Still trying to push for that top 10 finish. Definitely going to be a sub 3 hour.
Which, even if you don't finish top 10, it still makes you feel good.
Oh yeah, sub 3 hours is always really nice. Especially when there was a lot of bait this seed. You had a big Fire Temple bait that Decker didn't fall for. A little bit of a waste of time in GTG, but I mean, at the time, I think we were both kind of in agreement that it just felt like the objectively good play to make. I mean, neither of us expected to get an immediate boss key out of water, which then led you to your Dins and your magic. So
All for the Mido's House bait either. Yeah, Mido's House bait. Yep.
Mido's House bait. I think I've ever heard that before. That's an interesting. I like that. Telling you, man, he's gonna develop a new meta. No one's gonna do Mito's house anymore. Just wait to do it until you're out of stuff to do. Well, you don't want to be a part of that meta? It'll be great.
It's so bad.
Funny. Alright. No more finishes yet. It's been about 3 minutes.
Yes, he does. I will agree with that.
Liam here in Jabu. Yeah, Alex, Decker is right here. So
And no ice arrows from Hell Knight. Well, any of them do ice arrow strats?
honestly, I think Liam might. Liam might do it.
Well, Liam, if Liam does it, then he wins in our hearts.
That's right. That is true. Now, is checking the validation chest part of mean percent?
No.
Okay. I feel like it should be.
It's just finding the 5 items. I can't remember what the 5th item is off the top of my head, though. Stone of Harpies, Stone of Agony, Miroslav, Greg, and... Is the Kokiri Sword, is that the 5th one?
Is about, well, I don't know how much time this is, but it's Lola is a boat ride, a back of the maze, and a bongo fight behind Hell Knight.
Alright, so in that case, we saw 4 out of 5, and we just didn't see Nehru's.
Oh, okay, yeah. Decker has a quarter of a heart. And he is using bomb shoes to kill the Iron Knuckles. Oh, okay. Little nerve-wracking there. A little scary. It should really be Valerie.
I want to say right around the 2-hour mark is when Decker went into Shadow for the 3 items.
The graveyard, the restream found, I think we kind of pieced together that one of these Way of the Heroes that we have here is probably just a double Way of the Hero. We just didn't find it.
It has to be Cac would be the double Way of the Hero if it's the double Way of the Hero. So we had Shadow and Forest for Way of the Heroes, Kakariko, and Graveyard were the 4 that we saw. So we're thinking Cac was the second one, because Cac had Zelda's Lullaby and the hook shot.
Was the Graveyard Way of the Hero hint? My goodness. Oh, was it in the Storm's Grotto? Okay.
Can't be Double Shadow because the Forest Temple, you can only have the 2 dungeons. So it kind of had to be double Cac if it was a double, we didn't just miss it.
Ooh, Decker not going to get the 1 cycle here on Ganondorf, I don't think. Nope. Little too quick on the first stab.
It was a very interesting scene.
Gotta be careful not to run out of magic here.
Did either of you guys find Nehru's Love?
Ooh, okay, Decker. Having some real trouble with the Ganondorf fight.
The one time you did toilet, yeah, exactly. Makes you feel any better. Everybody on Restream did toilet. I mean, that was the play. Not doing GTG, just getting the boots off the top and going immediately to the water. Did he skip GT? I thought he went in.
Sure, he went in. I mean, he did get the iron boots off the top. I'm pretty sure he did GTG.
I thought he went into GTG while Lola went to water, and he was finishing up GTG, and then he went off to water right after Lola.
The good play conditioner. There was nothing in GTG. Absolutely nothing. Not even like anything convenient.
There's Melrose. Oh, Melrose
Wow.
sniping weird by 2 seconds.
Wow. Holy
That's
cow.
a snipe. So Melrose in 7th with a 2:45.18, and Earl Weird in 8th with a 2:45.20. 2 second snipe.
All right, Decker going for that look at the quotes from the race channel. That's hilarious. All right, Decker, will he get sniped for top 10? Needs 5 more hits. Oh. Some issue with the Ganon fights. And that's 4. All right, that's 5.
That's it. Does he get sniped in the end?
It doesn't look like it. Looks like we're gonna have a top 10. Oh, almost! We have a 9th place finish.
2:46.35. Floosh. Maybe?
And
I think that's how you pronounce that, maybe?
I think so, yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Top
Dude Decker
10.
at top 10. Finished 10th place. 2:46.55. First place on Restream. Even if he didn't do Ice Arrow strats on Bongo.
Quite an interesting race to have as your first time doing commentary in a year.
Certainly that, yeah. It's a good time. So is Decker coming in for an interview or whatnot?
I mean, he skipped Mito's house. I think he has to.
Yep, he'll
See?
be in.
Alright.
All right, so now I think it just comes down to basically Liam. Liam's got to find the rest of his items. He finished first place in our hearts. That's right. Because Hell Knight and Lola are gonna have to come back here as a child to get their boss key, but I'm gonna progress this dungeon as far as they can up until that point.
Yep, so the good races for the second place finish in the restream.
Oh yeah, we have a very good race here. I mean, well, Hell Knight's at the end of Spirit Temple. Lola's kind of at the start, but we'll see how the execution through Ganon's Tower goes. We saw Decker almost die to the Iron Knuckle, so anything can happen. Actually gonna turn on bring up Hell Knight's audio for myself.
His is the one the restream's been listening to. Or at least it was at the beginning. There he is.
Hey,
GG.
can I quickly ask, was there anything in Mito's house?
Fire
bow.
arrows and the bow.
Ah, okay. I thought it might be a ball.
Yep.
Yeah, dealing at that point. But Super scared there was going to be strength there.
Oh man, just never punished, man. Like the whole time after you did that, we were like, man, Decker better hope he finds a bow. And right as we were talking about it, you go into Dodongo's and
Yo.
find the bow at the top.
Yeah. So, the whole thing behind that actually was down to Sponge. So basically last night he said to me, if you end up on restream, because apparently he had a feeling, so I'm kind of expecting some like behind the scenes shenanigans here, right? So he's like, I've got a feeling you'll be on restream soon. And then said, if you're on restream, skip Midos and I'll do a tier 3 sub. And I was like, fuck it. So I did it, and he literally just subbed like as I finished, so
At least he paid up for it right away.
yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing. This goes to show you guys, bribery works.
Oh yeah, I'll do
Bribery
basically anything for money, so
Most
Oh,
streamers
yeah.
are like that.
So the first thing that I want to ask is, man, if you wanted to do a seed where none of the really crappy checks are necessary, this is the one to do.
yeah, it was
Because-
like quite jet, but also a bit weird, if that makes sense. Well, that might have just been the way I went about it, because I didn't get 10 skulls super early and stuff.
Oh, I think it was just weird. I mean, what seed that's not weird has you do water, shadow, and the well without Zelda's Lullaby?
True.
I mean, that alone is just like odd. And most people, I bet that's probably what hung up a lot of people, is not wanting to do any one of those three without ZL.
Yeah, it kind of felt a little bit dodgy, but as soon as there were only like 3 or 4 songs left before doing water, and then as soon as like I went in, got the boss key, I was like, okay, I bet ZL's locked behind this, and it was storms, and I was like, well, I'm going well, screw it, I'm just gonna lean in on this.
And it was the right play.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Neighbors is in well somewhere.
Oh,
Just
probably.
because the other two were there, and it just seemed to be the thing.
There were like 3 checks left, so
Yeah.
Was there I just want to know, was there a little bit of a temptation after you finished Shadow to maybe not check the Skulltula house? Because the whole time we were sitting there thinking, like, man, the only way Decker doesn't come in first place for Restream is if he doesn't check skulls. Like, that's
So-
probably the only thing.
I'm trying to remember the exact. Did I do it just after I'd popped out of Shadow?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'd originally planned to do it when I got ZL. I was like, I'll get ZL while I'm in CAC. And then while I was back in Shadow, I was like, wait, I didn't hand in 10 skulls. Whoops. I was going to do that and then go GTG, I think, just to try and find Strength 1.
Do you want to know where the 3rd strength upgrade was? Because we saw it on Restream.
Okay, so you didn't go to GTG.
I nearly went to GTG, but I found Iron Boots, and then I always said no. Where was 3rd Strength?
In Fire.
Okay, but how? Oh, hang on. How deep was it?
It was up in the Boulder Maze.
Oh, okay, that's fine, because I did like that really weird thing early doors where I went into fire, and then I kind of just realized I was only on 3 hearts and playing really badly, so I didn't do the lava room. But I was going to do at least the lava room and then leave, and then didn't. So if strength had been there, I'd been pretty sad.
Nah, it was pretty late. Actually, the only person on Restream that actually went that far into Fire is Liam. Liam has actually done all dungeons this season. He kind of committed to the he committed to the all dungeons play. And I mean, Deku and Dodongo's were both pretty valuable spots,
Right.
just because you found a bow there. But Fire
the Mirror
Temple
Shield and Deku.
and Mirror Shield and
Lights.
Deku, yeah.
And fire was like clearable quite early as well, so no, I can see that, to be honest. Like, I was thinking of doing the same until I found the long shot.
So it turned out to be good not to do it. Done it. Same thing with the GTG. There was nothing in GTG.
Fair dues.
Oh, let me rephrase that. There was nothing in GTG except behind the silver blocks. There's 2 keys back there and 2 checks. We're not sure what the 2 checks are. There could be something back there, at least somewhat useful, but nothing needed in GTG.
Yeah, like I said, my next play was to go there anyway, just because Shadow made it clear that that wasn't the first strength. So I was just trying to think of like stuff I could do that wasn't locked by strength that also wasn't Maida's house. And obviously, I did check stuff in forest that was locked by strength, but that was more of a strength 3 might be here by some like really lucky happenstance.
I think we worked it out that the shadow strength wasn't strength locked.
There was a key on the top of the falling spikes room, and that was the last key to get through that door. So as far as I was aware,
That's
it worked,
right.
but
Yeah, we're so used to seeing the
that room usually
backflip.
isn't. But yeah, like you usually find enough keys by that point that you can get to that room without strength, logically at least.
So
Also,
11th place for Rock Chalk, 255.05.
Let's see how many sub 3s we have. One thing I want to ask is, so basically with all of this Zelda's Lullaby list routing, you know, was there a point where you were like, how early did you start to piece together, like, man, like ZL is probably going to be on Burning Cack, but if that's the case, I'm going to need an early water temple boss key. Did that cross your mind, or did it take, you know, a little bit of like once you got farther in the seed to realize like, oh wait, no, it actually kind of has to be there?
So it was like kind of a little bit of both. Kind of early doors, I was thinking about crossing the wasteland out of logic to get it on the bit. Like just, I had long shot. I hadn't got magic at that point, but I was basically thinking I'm missing magic and lens. And if CL's over there, which it was either there or it was locked by water, then yeah, I'd get it and just accept that it's out of logic at the time being. But then I found the iron boot, so I was like, I'll follow the water for now. Got storms, went to well, got magic and dins, went into shadow, got hovers, all that, and then got the boomerang, realized and the strength, and I was like, I can do Burning Cack. Figured I'd do that before doing Requiem, because if Requiem was on Burning Cack, I could just warp across and get it, and still not have missed out too much on not getting ZL, and then obviously ZL was there. So it was kind of like a bit of knowing that it had to be late, and just kind of knowing there was one place it could be that I could have gone super early, but just putting that off for other stuff. So it was like a bit of each, really. Just I was following it, but I was also just kind of doing other stuff by coincidence that worked out with it.
Also had the added notion that, okay, well, you've been checking everything in Graveyard, and Graveyard's Way of the Hero, so probably going to end up being Requiem anyway, so you played more towards, like, okay, once you found those iron boots, like, you know what, this is going to be some weird super early boss key or some out of logic stuff, so let me just go clear water, and it ended up working out, and got a top 10 finish out of it. You also had a little bit of difficulty with the Ganon fight, or Ganondorf fight.
So, yeah, like, Ganon's I usually think of Ganon as one of the easiest bosses in the game, honestly. Like, I feel like one cycling in with a Master Sword is usually really easy, but by the end, so I was in Spirit before anyone had finished, before Marco had finished, and then I did the last check I could as adult, more or less, as Marco finished, and then I was like, well, this is a problem. You know, people starting to finish. I have to go child, and while I'm doing that, loads of people just start finishing, and I'm like, am I gonna top 10 now? So I was in the castle. We had like, I don't know, 8 finishes at that point, 7, 8 finishes maybe, going into Ganon, and I was just like, 3 people could just finish right now, and then I'm not top 10, and I was like, well, this is awkward. So it just kind of went a bit south.
Master Alex would like to inform you in the chat that the item that Twin Rover dropped was Bigoron's sword.
I actually thought about that. So like, as I killed Twin Rover, I thought, do I check in case it's like Bigoron's, and then just decided it wasn't worth it. Because I was like, at that point, I was like, it's fine, you know, I can one cycle in with a Master Sword and then just be, yeah. And then I hit him like 3 times in the first cycle, and then my brain just kind of fried, and I ended up stood on the other side, and yeah.
Fair. I mean, at that point, you're starting to realize, oh man, like I'm in a really good position to top 10 here.
Hmm.
So I think it's after everything else you did, skipping Mito's house for for the monetary gain, I mean,
Yeah, all things considered, I expected this to. I expected there to be something in Mido's, and then having to go to it when I had like only it left in the game, like doable, and then doing like 4-hour seed or something. But we
I mean,
finished at 2 a.m. I can go to bed for work pretty reasonably. Like,
That's a good thing, though.
yeah, exactly.
well, GG, man. Thanks for the great race. You were the winner on the restream, top 10 finish. And yeah,
Well
awesome,
done.
dude.
Well played. It's a good
Thanks
watch.
for having me. It was. I want to say it was fun to play. Some bits weren't, but the seed was really interesting. I liked it. You don't always get weird stuff like that.
Weird but fast. It was kind of like the best kind of seed.
Yeah, it's weird but rewarding if you kind of play into its strange stuff.
Liam with the one cycle on Bongo over there. It was a nice watch. It's even funnier watching his cam while he was doing it.
Yeah, he was going in on those spin slashes. Oh, another thing, Decker. Okay, the most common sense thing I've ever seen. Hell Knight just reminded me. I've probably done hundreds of OOT seeds, and I have never once thought to jump to one of the other side platforms to get a better angle on them. Like I've never thought to do that, and you did it, and the two of us were like, I've never thought to do that. Like it's just like so common sense that you wouldn't think to do it.
It's not always useful, but I tend to find the first phase of Twin Rover is like, as long as you get like the first hit, you're usually okay with the rest of it, because they kind of, one of them like the one you hit delays in moving. The other one immediately moves, so you know roughly where you don't want to stand immediately, and then as soon as the second one starts moving, you just kind of walk to where they are, and that usually gives you a good position. And sometimes it involves leaping to a side platform.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was still interesting to see. First time I've seen it. I've been watching this for a long while.
Well, hey, I know you wanna get up for work. I know it's late for you, but GG, man. Thanks for the race.
Wanting
dude.
to get up for work is a bit of an overstatement, I think.
Okay, well,
Wanting to get sleep for it.
Okay, that's fair. Wanting to get up for work may be the wrong way to put it. Emo Soda, 16th place.
We missed 3 other finishes. ICUP Speedruns. Childish, but whatever. 13th place, and Feeney in 14th, and Mr. Martin in 15th.
So we had 15 sub 3s, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's quite crazy for seeds where you have to kind of go back and forth a bit.
Especially with the huge fire temple bait that there was.
Mm.
And there's Mr. ZL in Ice Cavern himself, B. Luigi in 17th place.
Right, I'm gonna get off. Cheers for having me. It was good.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, man. GG.
Hopefully work doesn't suck too much.
Hopefully. See you later.
Alright, so now we're looking towards Hell Knight, who's going to be our second place finisher on the restream.
Well, I mean, all the way is the boss fight behind him, so who knows what could happen in GTD, and GT. Mr. Mario just finished in 18th place.
Did we have a final count? I guess it's not a final count because people are still going, but does anybody know how many like total forfeits there were? I know at one point we had 5. I'm not sure what we're at right now.
Let me pull the restream up, and it usually tells you how many there are. Let's see.
VXR says there's 7. check it out. If you guys want to see how many people are still going, that's the link right there. Hell Knight, all 6 medallions. He's going to spawn the Rainbow Bridge. Head on over to the castle. Oh, Lola missing there on the...
You hate to see that.
Yeah, that's always... Oh, man.
Oh, and then getting blasted for their trouble.
God, this fight is garbage, man. I hate... This fight is garbage. This phase of this fight can just get so off the rails so fast.
Yeah, and when it goes bad in the absolute worst imaginable way.
What's that? What's that theory called? What can go wrong will go wrong. What is that?
Murphy's Law?
Murphy's Law, that's it. Yeah, Murphy's Law very much applies to the first phase of the Twin Rova fight. Like right now,
Yep.
where they're just hovering above you. Now they're really spread apart. Okay, yeah,
There we go. I think this is the last one to get him into phase 2. Strength 3 was in fire. The one that Liam got that nobody else got in the restream was in Fire Temple. It was up in the Boulder Maze. So the 3 strengths were Boulder Maze, 10 Skulls, and Shadow Temple. And we got Cuphead finishing in 19th, and Gorodin finishing in 20th.
Got another 4-second snipe there.
Been nice snipes in this race.
I was gonna say, what's the unofficial amount of time difference needed for a snipe? Does anybody know?
I don't think it's so much a time difference as it is a location. I think it's something like that. That's how people usually look at it. At least when it's on the restreams, they call it this or whatnot. It's snipe when they're like, either they're both in Ganon or one's in Dorth and one's on Ganon or something like that.
Or on Tunic Invalidation Chest?
Of course, that's where that's hiding. Bolt the wall, it's a problem. Well, yeah, bolt the wall. No, because it has to be beatable. So, I mean, all locations reachable. So it means the tunic couldn't be in. I mean, the bolt the walls couldn't be in GT, right?
I don't think so. Hone, I gotta be careful here. Oh, he's gonna be extra safe. Gonna drop Ferora's Wind just in case. That's what I was talking about. The execution in GT. Sometimes things can go wrong, especially with these Iron Knuckles.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Salt and pepper, as I like to call them.
Nice. Be right back real quick. I've been drinking too much water.
You can never drink too much water. Shout out to being hydrated, chat. If you're hydrating right now, tell us how hydrated you are. That's what I want to know. I want to know how hydrated everybody in chat is right now. Also, speaking of, do I have my... I do. I do have my water here. If I don't drop it. There we go. That means the third strength in fire was logically strength 2 locked because a wallet is available. We don't know where the wallet is, that's the thing. I wonder if it's maybe the wallet's chilling down in the bottom of the well. Maybe it's in water. I wonder where that might be.
Alright, back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we never found that wallet, so that strength upgrade being in fire can cause a little bit of difficulty in the logic sense, where the strength... See, strength logics always confuse me.
Well, it's interesting because we didn't find the wallet. We did check a lot of places, so I bet you both the wallets, or at least one wallet, is in the silver block room.
Say silver block room, maybe it's in water temple.
Could be in Water Temple too. Yeah, that's a good point. They didn't check anything more than a couple of checks. They didn't find anything.
Hell Knight
Just
has-
both of them couldn't be in Ganon's castle. Is pretty much what it comes down to.
I think double defense was also in fire.
I think so.
Yeah, look,
That's the big thing that he did different from everyone else. Is he actually did all the fire. I don't think anyone else in the restream went beyond the first 3 checks: the hammer loop and the first go run and the boss antechamber.
But I just noticed that Lola did pick up Bigoron's sword from Twin Rova, so they're gonna have a little bit of an easier time probably with the Ganondorf fight than Hell Knight just did. Way easier to get the one cycle on Ganon with the Bigoron's sword.
If Twin Rova didn't troll him as badly as it did, he may have actually had a shot to come snipe him.
That's true. Oh, this is always really scary, fighting both of these at the same time, but one of those...
When it goes well, it looks amazing. Like right there.
You always have like those weird instances where I think like Link's stat, like the crouch stab hits, I think the axe that they're holding, and it kind of pushes you back. It gives you that like awkward interaction where Link kind of just like takes like a half step backwards and then they can hit you, which is always super scary.
That makes sense.
Liam, unfortunately, is going to come to the realization that he has to come here as a child.
Hopefully he'll at least burn the face before he goes.
I'm telling you, man, it's a mistake that it's very easy to make. When you're in this situation, and Spirit Temple is your last temple, and you're in go mode, and all you're looking is for that boss key, it is very easy to forget about that. And then you got to come all the way back up here and turn these mirrors again.
You feel like an idiot the whole way.
Zamu in 21st place. Hell Knight will be finishing in 22nd unless he gets sniped. Doesn't look like he's going to. There it is. Officially a 3:12.50 second place by not that big of a margin. Lolaway caught up quite a bit.
Just a boss fight difference between the two of them.
And making sure that you switch back to the Master Sword for this part of the fight. See if Hell Knight wants to jump into the call with us and give us his thoughts on this seed.
Sadly, Liam doesn't have clean audio, so that makes things...
What's up, Hell Knight? GG, man. Up, okay.
Everyone,
What's
There
up,
he
Hell
is.
Knight?
GG.
man.
that was a very unique seed.
Wasn't it, though?
Yeah, give us your thoughts on this dip, water, bottom of the well, and Shadow Temple without Zelda's Lullaby seed.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so we have neither magic nor lands to cause wasteland in logic, but also basically only 2 checks in water temple in logic with the iron boots. So how high will the chance be that water temple is not the airlock? But yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, that was an interesting thing. So the big thing here was, so we've been discussing a lot about the strength upgrades in this seed. So you found the two that were probably the most commonly found, the one on 10
Yeah.
skulls and then the other in Shadow Temple. The other strength upgrade, Liam found it, and Liam right now is I think he's making his way over to Child Spirit. It was in Fire Temple.
Okay.
So I think it was in the Boulder Maze and Fire Temple. So we're kind of trying to piece together the idea of like, okay, well, was that the required strength upgrade because of wallet locations, and because of a key location and shadow and stuff like that. So also Lullaway finishing in 24th
I
place.
found the gold unit that was in the BK chest, and I didn't find any wallets.
We're thinking a wallet's either going to be in water or behind the silver block.
Okay.
I mean, because we saw a lot of everything else out there, and those are the two most logical places left. Because there's 4 checks left in GTG, and 2 of them were keys. So we figure one of the 2 remaining checks are probably a wallet, or it's in Water Temple, since no one actually did anything more water than a couple of checks. I think Liam probably did the most. He did like 2 or 3 extra checks beyond that. Just getting the boss key.
So Hell Knight, I'll ask you the same question that I asked Decker. About at what point did you realize, like, man, I have to dip a whole lot of locations without Zelda's Lullaby, because I'm pretty sure Zelda's Lullaby is on Burning Cack. Was there a point where you kind of realized, like,
Yeah,
that's
the moment I got Samsung, I knew it had to be
yeah,
there.
your reaction to getting Sunsong was pretty priceless. Like, that was just your facial expression of like looking over at your tracker and just clicking Sunsong was just hilarious. Like, you could see like, oh, this is terrible.
Yeah, it was such a timeless, I mean, I I did the worst of both worlds. I did Water Temple immediately after GTG, but then I still went to Spirit Temple.
Oh,
So I don't know what the other people did, if they still went to Spirit Temple after they got Iron Boots from Gyro Fortress or not.
Welcome, Lolaway.
Hello, hello.
we're
Hello,
talking about this insane Zelda's Lullaby dip 3 locations without it seed.
Oh my god, it was so awful. I
Yeah.
tried like putting off any place that I could just like come back to, because before I got the hint for Ice Cavern Baron, I thought ZL was going to be an Ice Cavern. And then as soon as it was
possible.
Baron, I was like, I need to start dipping like places because it is 100% on Ravage Village.
A lot of way in these settings, the L can never be an Ice Cavern.
Oh yeah.
You can't get. You can't
I
get
don't know.
into
I
Zora.
just wasn't thinking. I'm just like, I was so scattered on this seed. I couldn't find all my hints, and that's what really like stopped me for most of
Nobody
it.
found the 5th way of the hero hint.
Really?
We're thinking it was probably a double cack.
Yeah, double cack,
with-
strength upgrade, and to hook shot.
It was either double cack or double shadow, because I did find 2 of my hints for shadow. So
Yeah,
I'm pretty
but
sure it was double
one for
cack.
that.
There was a forest way of the hero. So because the forest and shadow both have way of the heroes, it couldn't have been double shadow because it can only be 2 way of the heroes for dungeons.
Oh really? Oh yeah, then it's definitely double cack. So I don't know like that much about standard specific small stuff like that, I guess.
The only reason why we know about it is because we've been sitting here with chat piecing it together for the last 2 hours and 40 something minutes.
Yeah, no, that makes sense for sure. I don't know. I was just really confused throughout this whole seed, and I made a lot of mistakes. Gameplay wise as well. I don't know why there was like no heart containers. I literally just could not find health for the life of me in this seed.
Why
We're
is
the only one.
DM6 going to a spirit with iron boots on?
I think he's just memeing at this point. It sounds like. I got his audio up now, and he's talking to his chat and everything. I think he's just doing it for the memes at this point. He did all fire and found that 3rd strength that was in Fire Temple.
Are those strength and fire?
Yeah, it was up in the boulder maze, so it was locked behind a Goron tunic logically, and we never saw a wallet. And the Goron tunic was invalid. Well, was in the Ganon boss key chest.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go into fire at all.
Most everyone else did maybe the hammer loop and the single Goron outside Volvega's door, and that was about as far as everyone else went.
Yeah. I don't know. I was considering going in there if Bottom of the Well didn't have anything, but then when I got Magic and Dins, I was like, there's gotta be like Boomerang on early Shadow. And I was right, but I was not expecting vanilla hover boots at all.
Yeah, we were like, we just kind of all stopped when it was a vanilla hover boots. And it was 100% vanilla too. It's not even like it was like just in the one of the two checks. That's the actual check it's in.
I know I didn't know what the heck that was about. That really shocked me for sure.
All right, that mistake that I told you about with
Yeah,
not
Liam
pushing
did
the mirror. Liam made the mistake. You have to melt the face off before you leave.
Oh, yikes. That's
Ouch.
super unfortunate.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's such an easy thing to forget when Spirit Temple is your last dungeon and all you're looking for is a boss key. Like, it's such an easy thing to forget. Because you don't find, what ends up happening is you don't find it, and you're like, oh crap, I have to go to I have to go to Child Side, and then you just kind of rush to Child Side. You're like, well, I forgot to melt the face off.
Yeah.
And that was
Definitely
getting controlled by was Outpost on top of it.
Did you catch me forgetting the chests?
Oh, what chest did you forget?
I forgot the 2 invisible chests.
Oh, did you really?
Yes.
Yeah, it paid off, I guess.
No,
Oh.
because I remembered I forgot them. So I still went back.
We completely.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you brought that up, because otherwise I wouldn't have known. I'm like, man, I'm glad you brought that up. That's good.
Also, my great logic at the beginning in Forest Temple, after not finding a key in Stalfos chest. Oh, there's no key, so we must be strength locked. Then I ported. Then I played Bolero, and while getting Bolero, I was like, "Oh shit, that's not how this works. I need to go back. I have the bow. I can just shoot."
Okay, yeah, that's what I brought that up. I'm like, did he leave Forest and then play Bolero and then go back? I was wondering why that happened.
My thought was, I need so much time.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Of the bow. Speaking of the bow, do you want to know what Decker did?
What did Decker do?
So Sponge told Decker that he would give him a tier 3 sub if he skipped Mido's house. So what did Decker do? Decker skipped Mido's house.
Okay.
And he got bailed out with the bow and the dongos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he never needed fire arrows.
Yep. He just locked out. So Liam has Iron Dawn because he's just memeing at this point with his chat.
Yeah, I think someone may have told him that everyone else, where he probably saw that everyone else in the restream was done, so now he's just probably punishing himself by wearing the iron boots. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do phase 2 of Twin Rova with iron boots on. Like, I don't know if it's possible.
Like, I don't know what happened in my phase 1. It was terrible.
Yeah, you were getting some really bad RNG.
I just like don't even know what was happening. Like, didn't have health, wasn't playing like mechanically good, and I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah, we did not have a lot of health. I was on 3 health for a long time, I believe.
I don't think anybody in the restream got beyond. I know nobody in the restream got beyond 10, but I don't even think 3, 6. Yeah, Liam's at 10 with what he's got. But
where did he get double D?
Fire.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I never went in fire because he never found tuning a wallet. Or with that early hammer.
Well, he
It's
did.
so annoying. You basically had everything for all dungeons immediately at the beginning. I was really thinking about doing all dungeons.
It was kind of looking like an all dungeon seed,
Yeah.
and there was a point where I was considering doing
That was
like
Husky?
no item wasteland to see if there was a song, like because I
Yeah.
thought maybe Zeal also might have been on Requiem, but I don't know, just didn't do that, and I guess it worked because Sun Song would not have gotten me like anything.
I'll let you
Where
did
was
that.
Husky in fire?
Boss Key and Fire. You know what? We kind of like lost the plot with Liam when he got behind fire, so I'm not even really sure where the boss key was.
Okay. Because I was thinking at one moment, maybe just do fire so you have reporters so it doesn't take ages to get to go to Fortress.
Give Liam a big shout out for hook shotting over to Twin Rova so he can get some crouch stabs in with the iron boots on.
Wait, you
But
can
man,
hook shot?
Yeah,
Can you
he
hook shot her?
literally well, after you've stunned her with the mirror shield, he downed her, you know, like so that you can go start hitting her. But he was so far away with the iron boots on that he long shot over to her. Look, he's doing it again. He just did it again.
Wait,
You
you
can
can hook shot her. Okay,
I
okay.
did not know that existed.
yeah, that was a question.
That I didn't know that either. Apparently, okay, so that's an interesting, I guess. I don't know the practicality behind that, but yeah, I guess you can long shot and or hook shot over to Twin Rova once you've stunned her.
I mean, if you have bad movement and you can't figure out how to get across the platforms easily, or you fall a lot, it makes it a little bit easier. That's how I used to do it casually, just because I couldn't freaking get across the platforms, and I figured that worked.
I
You
think
do the
only-
same thing with Ganon too, or Ganondorf too.
Oh, really?
You can hook shot to him too.
I guess like I would just never think to do that because most of the time when you're doing a rando, you're stunning him like right underneath him. I guess maybe I don't know. In my mind, I don't think I would ever do that. But I guess like if you're doing the traditional strat where you're just playing tennis with him. Yeah, Liam giving the thumbs down. Still gonna finish though.
Yo, okay, guys, I had 10 hours today of Final Fantasy VII Remake. No major glitches learning this seed. I am really tired now. So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to all trackers, commentators, restreamer. See ya next time.
Tell Night.
Again to you, and have a good night.
Oh, Liam is committing to this. He's
Iron
committing
Boots, the
to
Red
the
Bull.
Iron Boots thing. So we might be here a
Just
while.
host them.
We could, yeah, if we want to. I don't know. That's not our call, but we'll see. I don't know what Doodle wants to do here. Also, yeah, and definitely shout out to the trackers. I think we have someone want to hit the command for the restream and for the trackers. Doing a great job this season. Yeah, this was an interesting one to track for sure, with all of the crazy song stuff, the strength upgrades. So GG to all of you.
The real people behind the scenes that nobody talks about. And the restreamer too, of course.
Rolo finishing in 28th, cutting the 330. Oh, Liam, this is
terrible.
Oh,
Painful.
Liam, this is just not good, Liam. I respect him sticking to it, but oh my god.
Yeah,
Wasn't it
let's go ahead and we'll kind of talk a little bit more about our trackers and our runners and commentators here. Definitely want to give a shout out to Hell Knight, Dubu Desser, Lil Wei, and to Liam, who's performing this incredibly heavy task. Thank you to our trackers, Westifer, Karam, Karina, and Espion. Thank you so much. And of course, our commentators who have been doing an incredible job. Hyper and Helmatalk, thank you so much for the incredibly interesting and fantastic commentary that you've done. Really fun to watch.
Thank you.
I mean, this doesn't happen without you, so props to you for keeping it all rolling.
Well, so how did you think about my first ZSR seed my first seed for ZSR restreaming? Because this is my first NA Weekly, my first NA Weekly.
Magic was in the trolley spot, just like you said it would be.
It is. It is.
I'll say that I'll say your seed rolling ability to see a seed that had a ZL where the 3 locations that you really want to have that going into it, and we had to go into all of them without it. That's a skill. You want to keep this one filed away as a treasure. I like that one a lot.
No, I mean, rolling seeds is actually a skill, right?
Okay, well, if it's a skill, there's a lot of people in this community that I don't know how many skilled people there are. There might not be any. Like, is there somebody out? Okay, I'll ask this: is there anybody out there that has never rolled a bad seed? There's got to be somebody in the world, right? That, like, of the 40,000 people that are on the Discord that do this, there has to be a person that has rolled nothing but good seeds. There has to be, right? I feel like just by law of, like, the law of big numbers.
I mean, statistically, it's probably possible.
Z-Surf finishing in 30th.
It just seems like more often than not, people are rolling bad seeds.
I just think with a game like this, where there's so much potential for back and forth and double and triple dipping, there's nothing wrong with my seeds. What are you talking about?
All right.
We're not
No, go ahead.
pointing fingers. I was gonna say, we're not pointing fingers, Jason. We were just making a general comment.
But yeah, you've had some really terrible seeds. I'll call it out.
just throw Jason under the bus. Like, no, man, you've had some rough instances here.
You just haven't had something that's just like your own for a meme, like Trent and his pot.
For a second there, what was it? I think it was an async I was doing a while ago. I immediately got Goron City Way of the Hero with like an early ZL and bomb bag. And for whatever reason, I've just been conditioned now because of Trent seeds to just do the pot, like, immediately. Like, the second you have everything to do the pot, just do it. And it ended up, like, not being anything. And I went back and be like, man, like, this is a Trent seed that didn't have to do the pot, and it wasn't even a Trent seed. And I'm like, man, like, he has corrupted me. Like, he has ruined the way I play these things. It was pretty funny. Can Liam climb this thing? I'm pretty sure he can climb this, right? With the iron boots on? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, it's faster to climb than it is to walk in this scenario.
You know what? That is true.
While we're waiting for more of this, let's.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yeah, that's pretty rough. Let's go ahead and we'll talk about the 8 races that we have for tomorrow. In addition to we have
that many.
Yeah, we've got 8 races because there's a lot of stuff going on. So if you
I knew about the 3 MMR.
Yeah, there's 3 MMR. We've got a Link's Awakening DX 100% no wrong warp out of bounds tournament match. We've got the EU Weekly, of course. Minish Cap Randomizer, Weekly Race, Wind Waker's Bi-Weekly Fun Race. Let's see, what am I missing? Oh, and a bingo tournament match, round 4, Juke versus Average Greg. That should be pretty pog. Yeah, so there's quite a lot that there's going to be going on tomorrow. So if you really love all the stuff that we have for Zelda Speedruns, go ahead and check us out tomorrow. And it's going to be like all day, all over the place. So be on the lookout for all of ZSR 1, 2, and 3 to be playing.
Have all 3 channels up on your desktop and just switch from window to window, because at any point during the day, there's going to be a run on one of those 3 channels.
I mean, this is exactly why I bought 3 monitors. It is specifically for that.
You looked into the future and was
That's
like,
commitment.
there's gonna be a day where there are 8 ZSR races, and I'm gonna buy 3 monitors for it.
No, that's when I buy the 8th monitor, because I would want to have them all as large as possible.
Oh, the madman.
Yeah, stream one to my TV.
Out of control.
They have
Jason's one of 3.
They have refrigerators with TVs on them now. I'll put one of those on.
Wait, they have oh yeah, they do have refrigerators with TVs on them, don't they?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Just be subscribed to all of them. There you go. Man, you know what? Liam committing to this, I'm proud. Wasn't it I can't remember, did that ever happen where we had a Nat versus Trez, but a Nat had to play the entire seed with iron boots on?
Yeah, that happened.
Did that happen? I never got
That
to watch
happened.
that. Oh,
It's somewhere in the VODs or on the YouTube channel.
I'll have to find it.
Yep.
CSR has a YouTube channel, right?
A classic race. Please tell me at least did Trez at least come close to winning? Like, was it, or did he just win?
Honestly, it's been a while. I've forgotten what the result of it was.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, it was. I do remember it was quite hilarious as it was happening.
Trez did not stand a chance. Trez did not stand a chance. Man, what a crime. I get through there. I think he needs 3 more hits, 2 more hits. Maybe 1 more hit. Is this the last one? Nah, he needed 2 more. All right. Ganon defeated with the iron boots on. Actually, I've had him muted like the whole time. Yo, big pog.
Alright. Go ahead and get Liam in.
He got sniped.
Oh, did he get sniped? Oh, he did!
By another 4-second snipe. That's like we've had 3 under 5-second snipes in this thing.
Oh, did I end? I moved it too quickly, didn't I?
Moved what?
Never mind. Yeah,
Okay.
So Liam will be in for an interview in just a bit.
Okay. We're chilling. We're big chilling here. All right, let me I ran. Was Liam's comment in the race channel. Oh, okay, we got a decent snipe there. 43 seconds with the man. Sauce Boss might be a little salty when he finds out that Liam 6 had the iron boots on that entire time.
Probably would be in this place.
Yeah, I think Sauce Boss might be a little angry if he finds out, man, the dude that beat me by 40 seconds beat all of Spirit and all of GT with iron boots on.
That was a meme.
Good. It was a good meme. I appreciate a good meme. Oh man, that was an interesting. Again, like, I just can't believe how insane that is. That there are 3 areas in this game that, like at least the areas that don't require ZL to get in. Like if we're talking about like Ice Cavern, right? But 3 areas in this game where you pretty much really want Zelda's Lullaby when you go in. All 3 of them were required to go into without Zelda's Lullaby. Like, that's just, and they all kind of led into one another. Like, you're getting, you know, Iron Boots from going out in the valley, but then you have to go into Water Temple, which directly gives you well access, which directly gives you shadow access, you know, which then gives you access to, you know, the ability to then go get Zelda's Lullaby, where then you have to go back to Shadow. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you don't often see. I mean, you very rarely see Water Temple by itself being able to be cleared without Zelda's Lullaby, at least logically. So, GG.
There he is,
Yo, what up?
Mr. Iron Boots over here.
Well, you know what they say, slow and steady is just about worthlessness.
Man,
Yep.
you were
So-
making us work. That whole
How
whole
about
time,
that
man.
fire temple, huh? How
Oh,
about that
don't
fire
even.
temple?
Oh, man. Well, I just had to see. I thought I had to see what was in every treasure chest, or else I knew I would have gone to bed, you know, wondering. So I'm glad I can get that one off my conscience. You know, Zooter's back in perfect equilibrium, and you know, I think we had a good time.
So again, this has been something that we've asked all the runners for their interview, is just a seed where you're dipping 3 locations that you like to have Zelda's Lullaby for, all 3 of them without Zelda's Lullaby.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, now I will say this: you were the only one that fully committed, at least for the restream, fully committed to all dungeons, which is funny because that meant you got silvers pretty much before anybody else did.
I guess so. Yeah.
And
Yeah, in the fire temple.
yeah, and because no one else went that far. I think a couple people maybe checked the first couple things, but was there a moment where you were kind of sitting to yourself thinking like, maybe these aren't the silvers that I'm supposed to get? Maybe there are silvers out there somewhere else that's a little easier to get?
I don't know if I ever got like. I don't know if I ever felt bad about the silvers, but there was never any point I felt good about the Spirit Temple. Like, even having those silvers out of fire, I was in no rush to go to the Spirit Temple because I was like, I'm just going to get key locked there first thing anyway. Like, I can't get the first one without Zelda's Lullaby. So I only have the one other check. So it's like, having the Silver Gauntlets didn't make me think, okay, these Silver Gauntlets are not the right Silver Gauntlets. I assumed that most people would have done that Fire Temple with the hammer, but I guess not. But, I mean, oh man, that was just so much painful back and forth. That was really hard to... There must have been there clearly was a right way to do that, but I did not get the right path.
It was mostly just, you know, getting all of that really early, you know, forest access, which was your bow. Which, by the way, Decker, one of your restream partners in Decker was bet a tier 3 sub to not do Mido's house.
No.
So Decker did not do Mido's house, didn't get the bow in Mido's house, but got bailed out by the bow
another
inside
bow.
of Dodongo's.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, very, very lucky. And then that pretty much unlocked the seed for Decker at that point. He ended up going into Forest and finding the long shot, using the long shot to go over to GTG, get the Iron Boots. He didn't do GTG. He bailed on it.
Okay,
And
smart.
went straight into Water Temple. But that was the big play, and that's kind of what
That
Hell Knight
was the
said.
big play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hell Knight said that. Hell Knight was like, he's like, it's so hard to make that call when you only have like 2 logical checks in Water Temple without Zelda's Lullaby.
Yeah, it was a needle to thread. It was like there's 2 logical checks that you can get without Zelda's Lullaby, and every single runner had to make that decision of at what point do you just go in there and check. And like, I mean, if you get the Iron Boots immediately, it's at least that was a close enough location to be like, oh yeah, sure, I'm right by the Water Temple. I can get back here in a minute if I really need to. But even still, like, to want to do that, nobody wants to go into Water Temple without Zelda's Lullaby. Even especially looking at what I could foresee in the checks, I was like, that green medallion has to be Zelda's Lullaby, which I was so shocked when it wasn't.
Same here.
I thought for sure that was the only last chance, was if that one was Zelda's Lullaby. And lo
I
and
kept on
behold,
thinking every other song was going to be Zelda's Lullaby, and then I would get it, and it wasn't. And I was like, great, now which one is it? I thought the next one had to be it every single time.
yeah, because there were just so few options. I was just, the whole time I was like, did I forget something stupid again? Did I forget the windmill? Like, what song check had Zelda's Lullaby that I didn't do?
Man, for your sake, I'm glad you didn't forget the windmill. Not that it was anything this time, but like, man, that would have been like, when is he gonna remember to go to the windmill?
Oh, I've been there, dude. I lost a pretty good seed to the song I needed was on the windmill, and I somehow outrouted it.
Ouch.
Because I had like the bolero, and I'm like, oh, come to Kakariko from the bottom. And then before I got there, I had the nocturne, so I'm like, I'll just warp to the graveyard, and I just never made it to the windmill.
That's painful.
Uh-huh.
That's the way songs can really hurt you based on the order in which you get them. But yeah, the big play there for the Water Temple. But I will say, you know, having the chat didn't get to see it, but me and we had the opportunity to see your reaction to getting Song of Storms on Daily Check, and that was probably equally as funny as Hell Knight's reaction to finding Sun Song outside of Spirit Temple.
Oh no, yeah, because we wanted that to be Zelda's Lullaby pretty bad too, or at least Requiem.
And then when you were rocking out, what were you doing? You were doing something where you were just like completely and utterly getting right into it, and I can't think of what it is now.
I do that a lot. I'm pretty emotive.
Oh, it was the bongo fight.
Oh yeah,
the spin slashes for the bongo fight.
Dude, that was really good. I nailed the rhythm on that.
You do like an interpretive dance. It was magical.
That's how most of my boss strats can be summed up. It was just this weird interpretive dance, and it worked out. How'd you guys like Twin Rova with the iron boots?
Awful. I hated it.
I didn't even know you could hook shot it.
Oh yeah, I did that as a kid. That was my favorite. Just
Dude,
hook shot to the boobs.
You blew our minds. We were like, wait, you can hook shot to Twin Rova? Like, who? I've never seen. And then we were like, oh wait, yeah, I think you could do that to Ganon too. We're like, what?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, then you can do that to Ganondorf because that's how I used to do it. And they're like, what?
Yeah, I don't know why, but I guess.
Oh, that's incredible. Also, GG on your quick kill on Morpha. That was nice to see.
Oh yeah, I love Morpha quick kill. That's my favorite. Like,
it's one of those really ones to see.
Yeah, I used to have to drag him all the way to the corner where the corner would get him like nice and stuck, but there's this weird vertice that happens at the door that he can't slip out of, and it's like, that's just easier. Pulling him out of the water is actually not too hard. If you do it, if you just stand a little bit right of center of the door and you go at it as fast as you can, it's almost perfectly consistent.
Maybe have to be something. I see it occasionally, but I mean, not nearly as I mean, you got it like immediately first try. I'm like, and I wasn't really kind of paying attention because we kind of already knew, like, okay, you know, Liam's gonna beat water. He's gonna get. But then I looked over. I'm like, wait, he's got Morpha pinned against the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man,
yeah, it's weird.
Must have gotten that.
It does.
So that was nice.
It doesn't seem like it would form an angle that it can get stuck there, but I guess so. I wonder if there are any other bosses that, like, we've got quick kills for pretty much all of them. I think the only one that doesn't have a Master Sword quick kill is Phantom Ganon.
I think someone was asking in the chat, I think it might have been Neonius, about how hard the one cycle is on Phantom Ganon with the Master Sword. I personally have never seen somebody one cycle him with the Master Sword. I guess it's possible, but
I've seen it.
I think it is possible.
I just can't think of who did it off the top of my head, but I have seen it on the restream before.
Yeah, there's got to be a rhythm to it.
I would assume it's probably like Marco or Anat or Bono has probably done it.
It was someone like Cola. I don't think it was Cola, but it was like somebody at Cola's skill level. Like it was somebody that I would think of in the same breath as Cola that did it. And I can't think of who it is right now.
Well,
it's gonna bug me.
GG to both of you. That was a very interesting, very unique seed, and GG to Doodlebit for his first ever restream here.
Hell
so
yeah.
That was
Cheers.
awesome, man.
Yeah, you know, just doing what I can. Rolling vanilla hovers, finding a way to make Zelda's Lullaby inconsequential, you know, standard stuff.
Inconsequential to 3 areas that it was needed for.
I know, right? All right, any final questions or anything before we call it a night? Sounds good. All right. Well, again,
Dude, we watched Liam beat 2 dungeons with iron boots. We want to go to bed.
okay, yeah, let's go ahead and end this one.
We've
out.
all suffered enough.
Yeah, let's.
That was pretty painful.
Oh man.
All right, so at this point, we have 4 runners who are still remaining in this. We're going to go ahead and we're going to raid Jinda Wolf to end us out. So thank you again to all of our runners, our volunteers. Thank you so much for sticking with us on this one. Plenty of races tomorrow, so go ahead and check out more Zelda speedruns. And with all of that from all of us, thank you, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Take care.
Good.